Hello, this is Michael from Blue Gem Tarot. It's time to have fun and create another reading for you. This one is gonna be quite unexpected. It came to me like in a dream of sorts. Yeah, very cosmic as usual energies going on around me because whatever. The topic is gonna be, let's start from the very beginning. This is gonna be secret confessions people have for you. This is gonna be hidden stuff. This is gonna be stuff that they usually don't want to talk about because they are mute and because they are not able to talk and because they are very, let's just say, I don't know. Like my exhale should have given you the proper explanation about why they're so silent, but anyway, I hope you'll enjoy the reading. It was quite the ride. I had fun. I hope you won't unsubscribe and really mess with my analytics because it would really upset me and I would be desperate. So thank you so much for listening to all of this. I have successfully wasted your time. Just kidding, I didn't. My readings are precious and I love them. Pile number one is gonna be I forgot the name of the, not crystal but metal. It's golden. Let's say it's golden. Wishing lamp. Thank you. I feel quirky today, so pile number two is gonna be a silverish or ornate. Yeah, you got the idea. Lamp, and third pile is gonna just be a golden teapot that you insert like tea leaves in, and you like bottle it up, and then you throw it into hot water, and it makes you some great tea to enjoy your day. So that's everything you need to know. I hope you haven't unsubscribed, and I hope you are ready to listen to whatever it is that I've made with love for you. So yeah, waiting for your feedback, hopefully. Thank you. Let's check the comment section and the description section. Hopefully it should be there because when I post, I usually I'm not lazy and I just type down the timestamps with whatever. But just in case you're the first one watching, don't think that I didn't think about posting the timestamps. I'm just not a robot and I'm not able to post it immediately. Not as if someone like commented on that, but I just feel very vulnerable today and I just wanted to mention that in the introduction and waste your time even more. So yeah, let's go for it. Pick your pile, choose whatever you want and leave the rest as if it's not even there. And just remember to have fun and enjoy the reading. So yeah, just check the timestamps uh, where I said they are. Yeah. Hello, pile number one. Um, I'm super excited for you though because this is such a powerful card to have in here. The topic, as usual, was exposing people's confessions for you. Secret confessions for you, okay? I have to. Oh my god, how powerful this is. It's just breaking the system, I suppose. The fate. Accepting help, guidance. First of all, the energy immediately that flooded the reading was that of the fact that they perceive you to be very powerful and very on point in here with the scissors, and very, very expansively powerful. Like this is coming out as very rare, like a very powerful person. That's confessions, that's secret confessions. This is on a very deep level, and just awe, fascination, admiration in here. Just whoa, like whoa, pile number one. Like that's the energy. Okay. um Cutting through illusions, through lies, through whatever else. This is just so hilarious, this card. Oh my god, it's just so much, just so much. It's and it's genius because it's simple in a way, because the fate it's like a very almost fated, like they see you as a fated influence in their life. This is kind of sus because, to be honest with you, this is about this person. They perceive you as like beyond the person, beyond an individual. They perceive you as a force. Like, they perceive you as a powerful engine person that drives and destroys everything that's not in alignment, or everything that's not orderly or in check. In the best of ways, I want to say. Just a powerful thing. Like, they've never seen someone like this. It's just like bombs in here. Like, I cannot, like, I'm not even lying. This is just explosive, quite explosive, but this person is a error in the system, again, in the best of the ways. Super refined, super, like, that's the confessions in here. Super, like, they are in love. Okay, that's just like drawn powerfully. Like, I'm drawn to this pile type of energy that's coming through, and this pile is just like, you catch people out of breath in here. Okay, they've never seen someone like you. That's the thing that's being outlined in here. It's like, I am blown away. It's like, I hear people wanting to scream for some reason. So much intensity. Oh my god. Um, and so much information that's available. I just can't. It's just so, whoa. That's only the first card. Confessions along the line in here will be about, this is too much for my system, people say. And in the best of the ways, it's like, when you, for example, when you take a kid to a, I don't know, grocery store, and they really like sweets, and then you introduce them to the sweets category, and they're like overjoyed. That's the same feeling. Like, that's how people perceive you. They just like, who are you? Who are you? What's going on? This is just like hysterical excitement for some reason, but it's very quiet, like almost like you wouldn't even see it. You would sense what's going on. You would sense that something is off. This pile is just, I can't. It's just so much in here. The fate, and I want to say, it's just like, this is a God-given gift. This person, like, this is how people see you. This is their confessions, by the way, and this will be very peculiar to hear, because I can sense this is like depth related type of information, and this is on the like hidden depths of the people's like information space or field. So definitely don't, what you'll see, like what is gonna be about this fate, it's just a lot of people who are just scared, and that's what you'll uncover if you are to go and pierce through all that, and go all the way back to the beginning, it wants to say. But it's just like, there is no lying, there is nothing, just people disarmed. I just don't know, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? Are you intimidating people? What's going on? Just a lot, okay? A lot in here is being said in the fate card. It's just like, this person has come for me to obliterate my past, my blocks, whatever. A game changer, that's how this pile feels. And it's just a very, like, also generous, and I can do this. I can it's my duty, or I can do this easily. I can perform this miracle in an instant. Like, I am like this, I am intense, I am powerful, I am everything. I just wants to say that as well. Very, very condensed, concentrated energy came through, and a very generous one, a very generously abundant and generously eager to help and to pierce through everything that's illusory. It's the same feeling like when somebody brings a broken clock or thing to the, like, really precious thing that's being brought to the master, and they say, no, fix this, and this pile's like, yeah, I'm gonna fix the clock, and then everything. Yeah, it's just very expensive, I wanna say, and just shocking. This is a very something said strategizing strategy. strategic person, could be a very orderly person, and here also a very powerfully orderly, and I will have order, demand order. Okay, that's the energy in here. And confessions are also along the lines of you cut through illusions like no one else. And that's intimidating and scaring me, but I want more. Like that's the energy again. It's just that I feel this person from pile number one in here, meaning you, okay? You almost refine people in the best of their qualities. So you find somebody in a state and then you make them you transform their quality of being, and it's just, or you reveal on categories, on like you create order in their life. And I don't know how you do that, but it's just like very, this is my job, this is my duty, this is my like mission in here, and I will mold you. Like that's the, it's a command almost, like very, I will blast like the space if it's necessary, that type of energy. Very determined and powerfully rushed, like not rushed but charged. Like that's how it feels. I will mold the space itself. That powerful this energy is. In the terms of, I don't know, a description, maybe this is about a person who really takes like seriously the work that they do, or passionately, or in a very very powerful engine type of like energy. So it's like a very determined person. This is no delay, hesitation, to the point, and let's destroy it. Like that's the feel to it, like pile number one. This is what people notice, this is what people have as confessions, and they say that they are fascinating, like fascinated, blown away type of energy came through from the fate. I will cut through everything that's not necessary, no longer necessary. I will change your life. That's the and it's very like core, like I will destroy everything that's in my way, okay? I hope you don't destroy anything, okay? But anyway, everything can be rebuilt. Anyway, this pile does break that which is no longer necessary, or actually it's either irrelevant or it's in the way of something that's much more important. So a lot of intensity in here would be the case, and that it applies to you as well. And people are afraid in here. They're wanting to confess that you're both powerful and both powerful and intimidating to them, and in the best of ways, like almost as if there was some sort of message in here, I would gladly let that person drive my life. Or yeah, in this case it goes in a sort of a weird like domination. I would let that person drive everything in my life. Like that's how like enchanted I feel about them. Honestly, a lot of respect in here, but this is beyond respect. This is admiration. This is admiration energy. This is, I am head over heels for them. I am just in love so much that I'm gonna cry. Like that's what came through as well. I am afraid that this person is gonna know that I love them so much that I'm scared if they knew. I'd cry if they found out. Like something like this. I don't know. There is a hypnotic energy in your pile. What are you doing with people? Poor people. Like what are you doing? Like that's the thing. And it's like, yeah, if I were to catch you mid process, you'd be like, yeah, what are you watching? I'm just doing my job. Okay. What else am I supposed to do? Watch them suffer, whatever. Like that's my job. Like get out. Sorry. Um Apologizing for the users who are gonna listen to this audio in the headphones format. My sincerest apologies, but be prepared because that's not the first thing you're gonna hear today. But it's like, as well, like your energy says, What are you staring? Like, get out of my way. Like that's like you're in my way. Like get out, or um I will get you out of my way. Like that's the yeah. Why are you intimidating people like this? Okay, and like not like people being head over heels because of it. Okay, well that does have its weird effect. I can't deny this, but it's like dare to lie, like dare to lie. I challenge you to lie me to me, and I will make you pay. Like that's the story about file number. And this is so like this is so weird. What's going on? Why? Like why this is the case? It's because like logically I would say this is just whatever. This is not this is not the way. But then what I see in the reactions in here is like, yes, please do that more because I love it. Yeah, like that. And it's like, people, what are you doing? What's going on? Should I leave? Should I watch this? Should I not watch that? I don't want to watch this. I'm scared. Like that's the they crave more. Like that's what I can pick up on. And it's like the more this pile is like get out of my way, the more attention that they get. And it's like, yeah, you're begging me to make my way, to get you out of my way. Like that's the yeah. Like pile number one, you'd be so mad in here. Like I don't know. It's like I don't even know what to say. Get out of my business. Like that's the energy. I don't know. This is so funny. And confessions in here as well. It's like, why do they not pay attention to my love? Like that's the story. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, it's just too much. What have I got myself? What have I gotten myself into? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this reading? You have five of Pentacles, like I saw in here, like in Confessions again. Running away from you, then you show up and them being like, I'm scared I'm gonna go. And once you're gone, it's like, where are they? Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? What's going on? There is craving in here, okay? You put people under spells, and quite embarrassing because you have no shame about it. Like literally, should I shame you for that? Strength. Yeah, it's as if this wasn't intense enough. Thank you so much. We have strength in here. Yeah, just adding to whatever I said. Oh god, why am I even doing this? Okay, we have strength. Yeah, as if I didn't mention that already. But they crave you. This is craving, okay? Yeah, whatever. We should put people on diets for you because it's not okay. Okay. It's both enraging the fact that you don't want them, and then in a way it's like you don't want them. It's like, yeah, I kind of want them. Whatever. Why? Okay, whatever. This is such a tug of war. I have no words. They crave you, you repel them, you pull them, okay? Can we decide? Can we please state our decision? And they are. I could go, I could stay, I could lose my mind. Which one do you prefer? Pile one. Like what's the how's how do you like it to be done? Medium, rare? Like that's the sort of story. Okay. Um, what is going on? Why are you pulling people? Okay. Have you nothing else to do? Like this is what we have in here. Okay. Yeah. This is Five of Pentacles, by the way. On the that's left, that's right, right. This is the mhm. And we also have this people like looking at your tracks. Oh my god, nice. um them being like, let's gather some information because we cannot face them up front, and then we kind of love them with the strength beautiful card in here, and then it's like, but I'm scared to death by them. But then again, once they're not here, it's just like, I want to be. I don't I don't like their absence, okay? But then again, I'm scared, okay? That's the gist of it, That's the summary. Okay. What what's going on? Okay, Eight of Cups in here, like a tug of war. It's as if people are not ready. Whatever, of course. Not, I don't know if I would be ready for that. No offense, really. But it's just so much. Just kidding. You're perfect. It's just something that I cannot get over. Okay. And naked cards, and I'll have to edit this, and it's such a... Okay, whatever. I'll cut this, maybe not, maybe I will. Okay, we have the moon in here. This is a wonderful... It's as if, this wasn't clear enough, and we even got the moon, so it's like even more unclear. So yeah, something about in here, this pile being both a mix of, okay, people feel pulled towards you, and with the moon, it's like, uh, do I want this? Can this potentially ruin my life? Can this person reveal things and stuff about me that I would not want to, look, at? Yeah. And do I love them? Yeah. And will I go for it? Yes. Like that's the will I suffer for it? Yes. Do I want? No, but I want to suffer because I want to chase them. Like that's the... Ooh, that's just dark. Okay. What am I doing here? Ten of Cups. Okay. There is a feeling of this image like a wolf howling to the moon, and there is a feeling of a wolf howling to the moon. It's pretty self-explanatory, I suppose, but still, there is pain in here. I can say or I can not say, but still. Why am I so distracted? Okay, Ten of Cups in here in reverse. Let's be serious for a moment. People have this pull towards you, but they understand, or they have the idea that they are not, like, they're out of your league or something like this, or I'm in pain and I'm gonna howl to the moon. Like that's the story, and and this pile is like, I don't need this. I don't need this. Please delete, delete. I don't want this, but I love it. So please continue. Okay. High Priestess, well done. Okay, people are... It's as if we haven't had enough, intensity. We even got the High Priestess. Should I stop the reading? I don't know. No, no, it's just too entertaining, I suppose, but Ten of Pentacles. Thank you. That's just so cute. Okay, we have even the Ten of Pentacles in here. Inhale, exhale. You are attractive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. I want to be with them, period. Like, that's the story in here. Like, that's the confession. Are you happy with this? There is just this spiritual, oh my god, strength, spiritual strength with the High Priestess and Moon. Like, I'm going there, like, I'm going for them. Like, that's the... Am I gonna regret loving pile number one? Like, that's the energy of the people. Yeah. And I'm gonna go for it like I'm a crazy person, because this is like one one chance in a lifetime. Oh my god, like, what's going on? What have you done to people? Are you proud of yourself? Do you feel okay? I have to cover this naked card. It just... Don't want to edit it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, people feel defeated. What are you doing to people? Okay, King of Swords. There is some sort of like confession in here from people saying that I am not worthy. I'm never gonna qualify to be loved by pile number one. And this pile is like, yeah, they're delusional. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just minding my own business, okay? And I just stumbled across this reading and it's like, whatever. What are they like? What did I say anything? I didn't say anything, and they're like here, like feeling worthless. What's that? A joke? What are you joking about? We have Ten of Pentacles in here, like there is some sort of confession in here saying they are confident, I'm not, and you're like, yeah, I am confident, and what can you do about it? It's my thing, like it's my style. Why don't you just do the same? And it's like the High Priestess in here. I can show you if you want, but I'm not gonna insist because anyways you're scared. So why should I even bother? Okay. My God, the people, the how drawn they feel with the Eight of Cups in here. Like, I keep looking at this central card in here, and I'm like, I feel like this pile is like, I'm gonna cut all of this if this is the case. Like, good that you told me. Now I'm gonna chase these people and scare them away. Something like this. Oh my God, don't do this, please. I wanna just say that already people are in here in various, like, almost happily disturbed. I don't know. That's the energy of it. I'm happy to be head over heels for them. Like that's they like it, okay? Like they're so, I don't know. It's just a bit masochistic in here. I'm not gonna lie. But how can you not like something but want more of it? That's literally the story of pile number one. People that love you and are very pulled, like very, very magnetically attracted towards you. Like, what's going on? Okay. Poor people though, like with the King of Swords in here, it's like they're defenseless. Like they're in a space of desperacy, and you're like, whatever, that's not my fault, okay? Whose fault is that you're so, I don't know. Let me help you out, not feel this. Something like this, okay? There is something as well, like with the strength card coming through. I'm not gonna bow to anything or anyone. I'm strength, I am powerful, I am the embodiment of strength. That's what came through initially. And with the moon and the High Priestess is like, am I not beautiful? Like, yeah, that's just me. Like, is it me or am I just like so attractive and whatever? And that's very much true. Like, you have people in here crazy. That's a bit of an underestimation. Yeah, especially with this like Ten of Cups howling person to the moon. Okay, like that just goes deep. Okay, and it's like, yeah, time to do our job and leave these people alone because they have to think about what I said or the impression I have created. That's also the case. Welcome. That's your energy. And with the High Priestess, it's like, yeah, don't you like me? Like, don't you enjoy being so shaken up? Like, I'm so like that's what I can see in here. Like with Five of Pentacles, like, yeah, I leave a trail of broken hearts, but anyway, like I'm gonna come back and heal every single one of them and just open their eyes. That they're just as powerful. You just have to open their eyes, okay? Just open your eyes, okay? That's simple. It's like simple. Do this, like do this, and like I can sense in here also this pile being like, whatever, I'm tired, I don't want to do this. Like that's like we've made quite the like a show. We've made this whole like shake uh shaking the system, um surprising people. Now it's time for us to quietly retreat and recharge and prepare the world for greater levels of greatness and shock them even more. Thank you. Such an entertaining pile though, like I hope you're proud of yourself because the impact in here is very powerful on people. People can't help but feel drawn, but then when they do meet you, it's like, why did I do that in the first place? Let's hide again. And with this five of Pentacles, like when they have your attention, like I've locked my gaze on you. Bye. Like, you can run, you can hide. I'm gonna just break the walls and find you if I really want. Like, just like something in here came like, foolish person, you really think you can avoid me? Like, that's the energy, whatever. Like, this is what, okay. That's just, whoa. That's just pile number one. Okay, welcome to the reading. Like, that's the energy. And you have a lot of people in here thinking about you. With this Ten of Pentacles in here, I can see a lot of like, just people like thinking like, whoa, like I should study, I should gather information about them, I should perhaps chase them, but yeah, I'm so scared because I'm scared like what's gonna happen, like kind of I want their attention, but at the same time like I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for this. Like, that's what keeps on repeating. Like, it's just a push and pull in here, I can say, and it's like this pile is very fulfilled with that information. I can tell you that that's from the High Priestess. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm made of. Thank you. They see you as very powerful, by the way. Like, that's another confession. And with the strength in here, especially, it's like just a lot of like, I love and respect and admire them. Okay. Am I scared? Yeah, but I love them. Like, that's that. I just can't. But it's like I cannot not look at them. Like, that's how hypnotized you make people. It's like very masochistic in a way. Like, I'm not in. Like, I want to say genuinely, there is something in here. This pile is bringing to the people that's very healing and empowering. I want to say. It's as if you like to, what, well, let's say, just break people's like standard characters or identities, so that you can insert what's actually true. And thus we have the fate in here and the scissors. It's like, I'll bend the fate for you, you're welcome. And but of course not without some howling to the moon, obviously, with this Ten of Cups and people feeling like they are not deserving of you. Okay, it's like, and you're like, yeah, where is my fault? I didn't do anything. Yeah, I know. Don't talk to me like this. But you just love it, okay? Like, yeah. You love it. You have to look at this Three of Wands. It's like, yeah, I change people's lives, and this is as easy as breathing for me, and I never doubted and questioned myself. I know, okay? And Two of Swords in here is like, we have this person like, I will fight demons if it's necessary. That's how powerful this pile feels. And I see like, it's like I see the goal and I see no obstacles towards it, and I see nothing. I just see myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I can crush a wall if I want, can't I? Like, just say the word and I'll try it, I'll do it. I'll even like rent an excavator or something and I'll do it myself, like with my own hand. I will pull the lever, like that's lever, what, not liver, not the organ. Okay, thank you so much. Like, that's a confirmation. It's not about livers, it's about like a button thing, or like a, yeah, you got the idea. Yeah, no necessary, no, yeah, you got the idea. Okay, let's not embarrass ourselves further. Okay, this is so stressful. Yeah, especially when you can't pronounce things. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Just kidding. I'm okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So we have in here a lot of people saying that they've had some plans, they've had some ideas, they've had some, I don't know, just from your perspective, very funny ideas, and from theirs, not so funny, but very serious actually. And you're like, yeah, try something better, like be more creative, at least if you're doing it. And you're like, yeah, that plan sucks, not do not go for it, do not go for it. this is not okay, this is not right, this is not gonna benefit you, so bye, I am sorry, this is not how it's gonna go. And the person is taking it seriously. No, it's not about that. It's the person is taking it personally. Yeah, that's emotional territory, unfortunately. And we have this idea that this pile is against me, this pile has some agenda, this pile is wanting to just bring me down, and you're like, no, I want to do the opposite, but if you want to just cry about this, let's cry, and then you'll come back, and then I will explain the situation for you if it's necessary. If not, then please don't get in my way again. Such a reoccurring message. And it's like 10 of Pentacles. I love you all. Like, you just don't get it, do you? Like, that's my energy. If you're not seeing this, whose fault is that? Like, that's how it goes. And we have this Three of Wands. Like, I love playing with people, and then also playing them, but also playing them and bringing the best to them, reminding them of who they are. And at the end of the day, you're like gonna be like, do you love people? Of course I do. Like, but let's just do what we did and just tell them at the end. It's like pile number one is like, why should I get emotional about this? Like, I'm just doing my job. I'm just a decent human being, and I'm doing a great job with this fate. Like, I'm actually like holding the end of my bargain, okay? Like, I'm fighting the demons, I'm fighting for their empowerment, I'm fighting for breaking their dreams and rebuilding them again. And who knows, like, I should be paid more to do that. Like, Five of Pentacles, like, and all am I left with is like a trail of people's broken hearts. What should I do with these? Like, whatever. And I'm good at it. Like, I'm just wanting to say, this pile is very confident, and I love this. And we have this like High Priestess. It's not like confident, I know. Like, you don't have to tell me. It's like, you don't have to repeat it in the reading. I just know that I'm very confident and very powerful and very, very. I can fight a demon if I want. I can wrestle. I can. It's in my power domain. It's in my comfort zone. I can do that, definitely. Just say the word and I'll do that. Like, okay, intense, but let's just say it is what it is. I'm gonna have to meditate after this pile. It's just so beautiful, but it's so intense. I'm looking at the strength card and it's like, yeah, I'm powerful. I'm just like, that's what comes through, and like, yeah, let's, I don't know, it's just beautiful. It's so chaotic though, but the sheer like almost like fascination in here. I'm gonna call you out, don't you think? This is fitting. Three of Wands in here, like, I'm like devilish energy in here, like, okay, we have that for sure. It's nice for you, definitely, and not for people's experience, at least not at first, but yeah. So nice, we have the Lilies card. This is okay. Let's add some spice, and that's because, not as if the Lilies is innocence, and yeah, it really confirms everything I just said. But apparently we have the lilies, okay, and it's just speaking about a dimension of innocence from pile number one, even though, who would say, well, from what I've seen, like with the, if if a professional is not involved in here in the reading, then we would definitely mistake pile number one's intentions for some sort of twisted, or let's just say not clear with the moon and the pain in here. But what is very apparent to me in here with this Lilies card is that this pile is actually very innocent and is liking to just have like some very intense and non-conventional ways to deal with people, to the extent that they are left a bit, let's just say, drained. And okay, that's your style. I'm not judging it, like, or something. Yeah, I'm not judging it. You can tell, of course. But we have lilies in here, so you do have a great capacity for love. I know it's a secret. I'm not gonna tell anyone. Okay. Lilies, this is so uncomfortable, isn't it? Because I don't feel like this pile does like to be called out for this aspect, but it's like, yeah, I deeply love the people and I'm very, very fuzzy, love, in a sense, squishy, don't even go there type of story. Don't worry, you can watch this and I'll never tell anyone that you're actually a very squishy, kind, and loving human being. Of course, it's a secret. Of course, it's gonna be a forever kept secret, and God forbid anyone finds out about this. Like, it's gonna be the end of the world. For you, not for me. We have in here as well the snake and the fox. So what you do like to play with, it's the image that you have, and what I love and I adore in this pile is the fact that we have in here this lilies and this innocence, but in the exterior we have this like snake and fox. I'm smart, I'm deadly, I'm powerful. Yeah, you are, but you're kind of also cute, so you cannot deny this. I'm sorry, you can click off. Now that we have the people who remained, welcome back. We have the dog in reverse. This is talking about the fact that, pile number one says, I don't need love. I don't need it. I don't need anyone on that account. All I need is my love and my ways. And yeah, I'm not buying this. And you also kind of don't. If you like really to lie to yourself, then go ahead. But this is not gonna be the case. You just want to be loved just like anyone else. And we're not different. Like, this is the story of you, and I know you're probably either blushing or laughing or not or whatever, or perhaps you even clicked off and I'm talking to your ghost or something. I don't know, but this is what it is, and you cannot run away from it. You're on this reading, so yeah. We have the sun. Oh my god, the overwhelming positivity with this pile. It's such a beautiful heart. Try me, try escaping, and try hiding or concealing this. It's not gonna work. You're on Blue Gem Tarot channel and it's just not possible. The sheer amount of innocence and love that's coming from this reading, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Like, this spell's like, yeah, I don't need love, I don't need, maybe I do, but on my own terms and conditions. Well, maybe, who knows? But we have in here very gracious, very like hidden. I'm not gonna tell anyone, don't be afraid, okay? I'm gonna just keep it up and say, like, we have the snake and fox, and you're very intimidating, and you are, because we have in here the strength, and people are intimidated as F. But, you're also very soft in here, and I would say very is not the proper word for it, okay? With the sun, it's like, I wanna be held. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's just an error in the reading, I suppose. But yeah, you're just very magnetic, and people have no idea that you are so squishy and lovey and dovey or whatever inside. And yeah, I take my words back. No, I'm just kidding. We have the mountain. You love to just show the world that you're so powerful. Oh my god. And you are powerful, but don't we have to be at least a little less desperate here? But hear me out. It's like this image in here that you have crafted, it works. And I should be like perhaps among the few that really know what's going on in here. If you haven't clicked off, of course, because we've already perhaps gone through some turbulations in here and a lot of people left. I'll see that in the analytics, don't you worry. but it's like, yeah, you just love it. You just love to show the world that you're so powerful and that you're actually very afraid to meet another version of yourself. This is the story when I say, if you were to meet a version of yourself, you would also kind of be scared, but you'd also actually enjoy it. Yeah, it's gonna be something. But the way in which you carry yourself is like, yeah, whatever, I don't need anything. You need and quite a lot of it. With the dog in reverse, it's like, yeah, I love attention. Like that's the energy of this pile, and I'm very like, I'm deadly. Okay, don't approach me. Like that's the. I'm sorry, I'm not wanting to call you out, but that's what's happening. And if you're here, chances are it resonates. So don't you lie to yourself, okay? I love that this pile is actually like very interested, or very on with the idea that they want to initiate this change, and it's a very helpful like influence. I want to say, don't mistake this, don't mistake. Okay, it's good I didn't say beefsteak because I was about to, and I did just now, but anyway, don't mistake. Okay, don't mistake the fact that this whole like thing is somehow denying the impact, because the impact is very powerful, and I don't even have to tell you. The impact is very powerful for this pile, but it's like, yeah, you just like to carry yourself in very I don't need anything type of way. I'm above the game. You are, kind of, but does it really have to be that way? And, you know, you want to be loved, okay? Let's be honest. I don't know. Maybe some of you will not resonate, okay? Maybe some of you will, but that's what I can see. And I can also say in here that there is this energy of I'm unattainable and I'm gonna like change people's lives. You are, but when it comes to you, it's like, yeah, kind of like the person from file number one is escaping or running a bit. And you can be also kind of soft and squishy and you don't want to admit to it as much. But yeah, you can't blame me because I am calling you out. It's you who actually clicked on this video. So yeah, you're pretty much here and everything is pretty much happening. So yeah, thank you so much. But the reading is not done yet. There is a feeling of being hypnotized in here again, it came through. There is depth in here, and there is also a kind of like a feeling of an intense gaze that you could be casting on people. That came from the strength card again. I should not be looking at this card as much because it's actually so. I keep on talking about this when we literally have a lot of other cards as well, and I don't want the other cards to be jealous. So we also have the Two of Wands. So yeah, this is kind of strange, but people do feel this very powerful pull, or just a powerful gaze, like they're afraid of watching you, looking at you, especially in the eye. Like that's the core vulnerable thing in here that came from them. Okay, yeah. There is in here also an element of they feel a bit foolish, or at least it brings that up, that seriousness or that power, or they feel really like surfacey. They feel like they cannot measure up, and I cannot blame them, because literally what we had in here in your image was the mountain, the snake, and the fox, and beneath all of this was the sun and the lily. So it's like, no wonder people are confused in here, because I would be confused, okay? And not everybody has a reading such as this one to be so kindly shown what's going on. But this pile is so complex. Like you'd end up literally feeling like this pile perhaps hates me, but it's like, yeah, this pile actually doesn't. It just like that's the way in which they show love. And I've seen this is very unconventional. Let's just put it that way. I want to say questionable, but it's not gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna say it's gonna be unconventional, and you just have to forget that I said the other word. But yeah, we have in here people with a lot of like, yeah, I'm scared, I am like shaken, and do more. Yeah. That's why perhaps like I'm not saying that you should stop, because this is genuinely entertaining to them, and it's like, yeah, I've never felt such a roller coaster before. Emotional roller coasters. And I want to say the biggest trigger in here from your side is gonna be the fact that you are gonna feel like you are on the surface and that people don't approach you, when in fact you're actually wanting that very deep core sense of validation and love from them that they genuinely have and they are ready to deliver. But it's like what they see in here is a sort of a I don't need it. Like that's your image saying that. And with the snake and it's with the fox, it's like I'm okay. Like I'm okay, whatever. Do you see a problem? Do I look like I need anyone? And you keep on doing that. And by the way, is this a new level of love language to scare and intimidate people? I don't know. Just something to, just, food for thought. Definitely. And my God, do you think that people question your strength? Because they don't, they're scared. In the best of ways. Like, I want to say, this is not the story where this pile is like, whoa, I'm scary. It's can be actually at the beginning, but it's not like it lasts forever, okay? At least for the people that are long term in your life. It's like, yeah, I can be loving. It's just like, I just love to be showing my ways, my character at the beginning like this. Is it intense? It is, of course. Do I like it? Of course. Do I feel proud about this with the high priest? Yes, of course. Whoever who made you think that I would question that? Like that's the energy of pile number one. It's like, yeah, I'm intense and I can do nothing about this, okay? And there is this feeling of almost like welcoming people in your life, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna either love it or hate it, but I don't care because I'm in for the experience, and you're here, so you have pretty much no way out of this. Once you're here, you're never gonna leave this place unchanged, and I'm gonna sure as F enjoy this whole thing. And I love you. Like that's the energy, okay? I'm so sorry. I would have to edit a lot of things, but it is giving me such a headache to even think about this. I just love being expressive. So, yeah. I'm not gonna edit this. I said I will, but I'm not. So, yeah. You'll just have the unfiltered version. I suppose this is entertaining. Maybe. At least for me, it is. But very powerful things. I just want to say, very like I'm just a bit questionable. Like that part with the dog in reverse. It's like this pile wants love. Okay, I know. Not gonna tell anyone. This is my secret. Don't tell them to watch the video because you are gonna be exposed like whatever. You're gonna feel like this moon card that I have to cover. Like it's gonna feel a bit too like I don't know, I feel seen type of way, I hope, whatever. Ace of Pentacles, though, like what I want to say as well in here is the fact that in the end, the confessions in here rely on the fact that they are very grateful to have met you. They are very powerfully, like a lot of gratitude in here, despite like the, let's just say, on edge, when they discover like who you truly are. And with this sun card in here and the lilies, there are people, either some of you already have people in your life who really know you that well, some of you don't, and they will say like, whoa, hold on, like, whoa, that person and that they love everyone. Okay, they actually do. They want their best. Okay. And that would make them love you even deeper, even in greater ways. And I want to say, just don't scare that much people, okay? Like that's their like begging request in here from the cards. It's just like, okay, they know you're powerful. Don't do that, okay? Anyway, you can do whatever you want, but it's like so powerful in here, like such a image in here you create, and it's like not only this is an image you kind of fuel, but as well there is something very natural about it. So it's like, yeah, you're scared, you can go away. You don't like it, find something else, or don't look at me. Nobody asked you to look at me, so whatever. And I love that this Ace of Pentacles in here is like people can feel this energy of like, yeah, I'm not offering you something that's not valuable. I'm offering you the best, and if you're not foolish, you're gonna see this and appreciate it. If not, then you can go ahead and do whatever you want. I don't care. But it's like, yeah, either you take me or you don't, and go build your life, do whatever. But I'm the real deal, so if you want to take on the responsibility of handling me, you better be prepared, because it's gonna be intense. And I'm gonna love it, like that's the energy. I'm gonna at first play with you and then bring you in the darkest places of your mind, because that's what needs to be done right now. But then I will show you that I was originally in love, and that was all a thing you should have just gone through. I want to say this is just powerfully, I want to, it's unconventional again, but it's very powerful in here. This person from pile number one knows what they're doing, and you're not, this is not a play, okay? So I don't want you to be left with this impression that you are, playing people, whatever. No, this is quite the opposite. This is like the type of, it's a very intense love, okay? This is very intense approach, a very intense approach when it comes to the modalities in here, but you are a very highly esteemed person. I want to say you have a lot, like the majority in people that you have in your proximity really respect and understand on a greater level that you want their good, like their highest good, but they do know that you have your very unique ways to go about doing that, and it's just something that pops up in the reading once again. But yeah, it's refreshing, I can say. And again, we have this like, am I not powerful? Like, don't you like what you see? Like that kind of energy in here. And with the crossroads, you definitely do bring a lot of new, fresh starts, ideas, stuff that people don't see, and you bring them all of that to the surface. It's quite the ride, to be honest with you. This is the pile that leaves people with a powerful impression, and one that is very long lasting. For some, even it's gonna be a lifelong lasting impression. But it's like their confessions in here. It's along the lines of, how can this person push me into so much growth by simply me feeling like I feel attracted to them? And their general feeling, there is this very deep feeling with this Lily's card, that they can feel like you are not a bad person. They can feel like you're not like everybody else, and they definitely, okay, we have the ring, that's the clarifier. There is just general very like core, it's almost like dark. For some reason it's kind of dark, but it has this very powerful feeling to it, like their intuition is saying that this person, they they have my back in a way. I can feel it, I don't have to question it. I know they can act in very like intense in different ways, but I have a feeling that they have my back, and it's very powerful. Like their intuition is speaking to them, like stick around and find out that this person is good. And it's like that's exactly why I feel like people are falling in love in here so much, or falling, yeah, literally falling in love, falling. Okay, like that's the the strong message in here. But and it all makes sense because in the reading it's being shown that they are willing to go for the extra mile for you and with you, even though this is insanely like intense and too much for them. Because they have this reassurance that my intuition is telling me that this person is not bad, we have this confirmation that let's see, like I want to explore, I want to know why they're doing that, I want to know how they're doing that to me. And thus they are driven towards the idea of pursuing or even entertaining a relationship in which, or an interaction with you that's generally, let's just say, revealing to them in a way where it's making them feeling really vulnerable. But it's also like, I know it has to be for a very good reason, and that's why you'll have a lot of people, like that's exactly the reason why you'll have a lot of people in here chasing you, because they can feel the innocence that you so tightly hold on to yourself as a card and you close it off. You do care a lot in here, you do care a lot, and much more than they see or much more than you'd like to show. But you deeply care, and I want to say this is such a vulnerable almost part in here from your side, because it's something that you don't want to be exploited with the dog in reverse, or you don't want it to be seen with the sun. It's a very obvious element in here, at least for me. But for the people, what they see is the false, almost like false. It's not false, it has a relevance or a real magnitude or dimension of truth when it comes to what you're made of, and you're powerful in here, that's no doubt. But do we like to play with that as well? Yeah, of course, and we are gonna do that for a very long time from what I see in here. But it's they are like, you are pulling people towards you with this feeling of innocence and help, and you're actually aiding them in some way with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like you bring awareness to the table, you bring a lot of newfound hope, change. Things that cannot move, they move. Things that are false, they get cut, revealed, destroyed, and something much more powerful is being like rebuilt in that same spot. And I want to say also with the Wheel of Fortune, it says if you learn, you make people learn that they are capable of wishing much more, and by virtue of destroying their illusions, which could be painful, which can be painful, you allow them to see the truth and address it properly in such a way that they become renewed and they become grateful for the fact that you shattered the thing, the illusion in here, okay? But not with a lot of, like, let's just say in the very, very beginning, it feels like it's a lot for people. And it's, again, generally carrying a very, almost like, I feel hurt, I feel like triggered. And it's not your fault, that's for sure. And I don't have to repeat this because I know it. But you're like a very non-conventional healer in here, who definitely has this powerful, like, sure way to jolt people into awareness and jolt them into reality, presence, present moment. Yeah, that's how it feels, at least on my side. Poor people, though. But it's worth it, I can say, at least in the long run. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this whole thing. It was at times questionable, but again, not judging the ways, because everything in here made so much sense. From the beginning, it was fascination and admiration, but it started like forming, and the message started taking such interesting forms that it was very unexpected and quite entertaining. Poor people, though, like, they're not entertained, they're traumatized, but in the best of, like, okay, you cannot really say that, but they are kind of like, healed in a way. Okay, yeah, maybe. Yes, they are healed, but you do have very intense strategies to achieve that. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the reading, don't forget to comment that below, and please don't scold me. I'm doing my best. Um, do not forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and like the video as well. It helps me out with the algorithm, and also share it if you want. I don't know if I asked this before. And if you want, you can also donate. That's optional, but nonetheless, the link is gonna be in the description or the comment section. If you want to donate, that's okay. If not, that's also okay. I love your presence on my channel, and it's such a beautiful thing to read your energy in here, even though it's intense, and I know it. So yeah, thank you so much for being such a gift to people, even though at first it can be misinterpreted. You have their best interest at heart, and it's something that they are gonna be very, very surprised to find out about. So yeah, poor people. Thank you for watching. Take care. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is the second lamp, second pile, okay? The first card we start from, and it's a very beautiful energy already. Very like intense, just like pile number 1, but a bit more like, let's just say, out there, or almost like straightforward is the proper word. So we have the captain taking command and teamwork. Secret confessions for your case are going to be that people feel very, they like you, okay? That's the secret confession in here. It's a lot of admiration as well, respect. That came through as well for 1. Interesting, you can check it out if you want and if you intend to. But in here, it's much more about like in the face, extroverted, but very like also calm energy, much less introverted as pile number 1. But in here, I want to say there is a lot of appreciation, respect, and like loyalty to you, and this person has got my back type of energy. You know, what I can pick up on, it's just like 1, it's a lot of, let's just say, collective, in this case. Collective respect. It's almost like it leaves a mark. Whatever you do, you leave a mark on people, and in the best of ways in here, because we have this star, the stars actually. You have, like, when they say collective, that means a lot of people, and that is coming through as very, very, like, apparent and also true. Like, just a huge amount of love and respect in here. There is, however, um, shadow element, like shady element to it, in which case I say the following. There is a question in here whether you can let them closer. There seems to be a sort of barrier, or maybe a feeling of, am I adequate enough to be part of, to qualify to be a part of their life, you know? There seems to be also a very curious layer in here from this as well energy card. They are very grateful for the impact, and at the same time, because of it, they see the impact, they see the powerful impact that you have on them, and they don't feel like they can offer something in return. So people feel really like almost triggered in a way. I don't know. Well, number 2, I don't feel like you're doing that on purpose, okay, but that's just how it goes. They feel really lucky to have met you. Like, that's the energy that comes through. And this is not only one person. This is a lot. And this is a lot of people. This is also the case where I say this is not a mild I don't know them, or I like them on the first because of the first impression, or because something about them in particular is just very attractive. This is a more expensive, greater level, okay? This is so funny because I don't know how aware you are of this, and I get the feeling that you're not quite aware of it. So that's why this is a bit amusing on my side, but okay. We're still doing this. There is like almost, and you'll see that from like best friends, very close people just looking for signs that they can. I see and hear intimacy, okay? That's what I can see. I pulled as well, like, why not? Let's just have those in here. I didn't do that for pile number one. Still, pile number one has an hour, so excuse me. This is gonna be the same. No discrimination in here or something. But we have the champion and the botanist. Oh my god. So glad I did pull these out. You have no effing idea what's going on in here, okay? Because for you it's like experience of sorts, you don't think as much about it, but in the shadows, what's going on? Buckle up, because we have the champion and botanist. Botanist says in here parenthood and legacy. The champion says achievement slash downfall. This is coming from the close, like close people, or those who qualify to be in like a closer tie to you. There is an inkling about something more, and something more is gonna differ, but in here is like, can we be more, can we be closer, something like this. And with the botanist, it's like people are ready, like they are ready and waiting. There is this crowning energy coming from the champion card, like I choose this person, I choose pile number two, I want them. Like that's the core of it. Like, you know how little kids when they're in the store is like it's actually a maddening, like, no, I'm just kidding, like it's a crazy, like I want this, you know. It's like, yeah, you've had already like too many sweets, like, yeah, I'll buy it, but like you'll have it for later, like please, take a break. You know, it's that kind of energy, and it's kind of like, I don't know, very gentle with the botanist in here. It's like, yeah, I want to gently slide in here in the closest way possible, and a lot of compliments in here, okay? My god, like this pile, you're just so funny. I just want to say why this is funny. Perhaps for you it's not as much, but I would feel like you're overwhelmed. Okay, it's like not the case like when I've had a reading and it was like something along the lines of grounded and it was flipped and I was like, whatever. Do I have to tell people that they are overwhelmed and ungrounded? I'll go for the risk, you know? And I do also remember quite vividly the comment that came through like, yeah, I'm overwhelmed by this positive energy, compliments, and attention coming from people. And I'm like, whoa, it definitely resonated. Okay. Um, champion, botanist. You have no idea. Like, this is just, whoa. The people in your proximity, they feel like, you know, they're ready to pounce. Okay? Like that. And there is like a, it's just okay. Let's go for it. It's gonna be the story where they have like constraints and limits and whatever else, but it's like, yeah, if it wouldn't be for the obstacles, I would jump. Like that's what I can see. I'm sorry, I don't know. This doesn't quite. It does. I'm sure it does make sense, but it's like whatever. Why jump? You have people looking. Yeah, like that's, oh, okay. You have people in here like, yeah, I'd want to do a lot of things, and whoa, 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 where are we going? This is okay. There seems to be a barrier in here from your side that people take you really, really also professionally and seriously, but in the shadows, in their confessions in here, it's like, yeah, just say the world, the world, okay, just say the word, okay, just say the word, and I'll jump. That's how fast they are, like, how ready they are, okay? My God, is this pile safe? Is this pile okay? And you could be like, yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. But the story in here as well will revolve around the fact that they have like such just compulsive, like they're mine, okay? They're mine if they allow me to be also theirs. But it's like, yeah, where they're at, like that's the energy, okay? With the full in reverse, where they're at for me to get ready, okay? Oh my god, Four of Swords in reverse. It's like, people, just give me a break, give me a breather. Where's my breather? Like that's the energy that's coming from you. It's like, whatever, I'm conscious of it. Like, yeah, this pile is like, yeah, of course I'm conscious about this. It's very easy to, it's actually very hard to not be quite aware of what's going on. And you like it, you kind of like it, okay, with the Page of Pentacles. But it's like, yeah, I do have boundaries. And please, take the autograph and just go, okay? Like, no delays in here. I'm busy. I have my own schedule, whatever. Yeah, but people are ready to jump in here, whatever. Like, what, what's that? They kind of feel like you're not gonna choose them with a dog in reverse. Or we have in here as well an energy of, my god, like these people, they want to bring the best for you, like with the Champion in here. It's like, I can see the value in pile number 2. I can see, and it's not even about the value, by the way. It's like who they are. I really like who they are. Like, who are they? What are they doing? Where are they coming from? I've never seen something like this. But this is just whoa. Like, I don't know if this exists, but it will be. It will from now on. I don't know. They are feeling attracted to you like how a bee would be attracted to honey or something like this. And it's very actually annoying, I would say. I'd say with the Five of Wands in reverse, you could be very, let's just say, acutely aware of what's going on in here. It's like, yeah, I'm tired. I am tired of like redirecting all of this. And you can't help but shine in here with this captain. It's like you take the whole attention in the room or whatever else is going on in here. But it's, yeah, it's very intense. um and you like it. Like, that's the page in here. Like, yeah, who blames me? Like, whatever, I like it. And I'll just say it. Like, that's the energy that came through from this page. I don't know why, but this is coming through from the Champion. We have in here people saying that, that's in confessions, by the way. Like, and this is secret stuff, okay? Like, we have to be aware of that. um I don't care, I've chosen them. Like, that's the energy. uh Very, very magnetic, okay? I like how this pile is like fighting for their boundaries, like it's a life and death situation. Because this is giving off fans, just like fans, and almost like nosy people in here. Just, you are in the center of attention, but that does come at its cost in a way. And at times you can feel exposed, or it's as if people have too much information or access to you. And you're like, yeah, I like it, but I want some privacy as well. There seems to be also a message of, I see you. I see you shining. I see you. It's as if they recognize your status in here. It's like, yeah, I know that you are powerful. I know that you are a lot. And it's like with the Champion and Botanist, it's like this and the feeling of wanting to care for you. There is this protectiveness I can read from the cards. And it seems like we also have a lot of strangers or people with the first impression. And I would say it's a very almost alluring energy, and pulling like people towards you, even though like this is not, I don't sense it to be the story where the person is trying to do that on purpose. If anything, with the Four of Swords in here, I can feel like you're a bit actually like annoyed by it, okay? You could be encountering people with um, telling you some compliments that you are feeling at times maybe like they're too much or uncomfortable or just like overwhelming at times, but you do enjoy the status of this, I can tell. I do want to also mention in here that with the Ten of Swords reversed, there is this feeling of wanting to be seen in that like vulnerability, or them confessing the fact that they are head over heels. Again, this is just so funny because I've had this like in another pile, but nonetheless, it's a very like I want to be chosen by them energy. As I'm looking as well on this Five of Swords, four actually, there is this feeling of I'm afraid that they will know how much I feel, and it's making them a bit paranoid, and it is a case where they can't help but feel like their appreciation is bridging this gap between just sympathy to something more, and they are very afraid that you're seeing it or that you're very much so aware of what's going on. Yeah, it's like as well, I've never seen someone like them before, and they're a bit unapproachable, or their status makes me feel like I won't even match or won't be a match to them, like I don't feel enough in their presence. There is also in here I want to be like them information message. There is also like I would give a lot to be with them at least once. Okay, that's such a I'm not gonna lie, this is like the story when it bridges the gap of the status, appreciation, sympathy, and a reading about confessions. That's moving towards a more romantic spectrum, but it happened with pile number one as well, so I believe this is natural because as well this is confessions, and confessions are usually intense. It's this feeling of wanting to fight for you, but covertly without you knowing it or without you necessarily having to know what's going on. But there is a fight in here in the background, or a fight for your attention or for your recognition. It's as if like some seats in here are like already booked, and people are fighting for these like who's gonna be closer, who's gonna be getting more attention from pile number two, and it's like a sort of fight in here without like you don't necessarily know it because five of wands in here makes me feel like you seem to be almost like too busy or not necessarily hyper aware of what's going on in the shadows when it comes to these people, but there is a lot of fight for your attention in here. And as I'm looking at this page of Pentacles, it's like again this strong core message of I'd give anything to be like them or be with them or be something to them at least. The general thing in here seems to be about a lot of happiness, a lot of wanting to be by your side, confessions type, and seemingly a question of sorts like, will I qualify? Will I qualify to be that person for them? There is also a lot of fear in here that they're not enough, and a sort of I want to bring the best, but that best is not gonna be enough in comparison to them. So automatically it kind of places them in a stance of no matter what, I'm never gonna measure up to be good enough for them. This energy of like I'm not enough in here is being shown in so many cards. We have the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords. It really hits hard, I just want to say. And hits hard not because necessarily you've done something, but it's like a sort of an internal fight they have, and it's just marginally, let's just say, truly uncomfortable, because the energy I can perceive in here, it comes from the stance or from the contrast that they experience as a result of having had an interaction with you, or just simply comparing themselves to you, if that would be simpler said. I just seen here a lot of just shock, because not only this pile comes off as somebody who has very rare qualities. It's as if people encounter or stumble across such qualities once in their life, and not like this is very rare, but what's even more fascinating or shocking in this regard is the fact that it comes in layers or with multiple characters, like multiple character traits like this. So it roughly goes about something like this. There is like sort of popularity they see, there is character, there is like emotional attunement in here. um there is this just this gentleness and like diplomacy, whatever, and a strong feeling of leadership could be as well coming from the captain. It's like too many positive qualities summed up in one person, or being embodied by one single person. Okay, that's how I see it as well. It's just very almost like pervasive. It does stick to them, and it's like nightmarish type of stuff because it haunts them. Like that's what they see in here. They also, there are some people in here accepting this. There is a confession. It's like, yeah, I know I'm less than you. Like that's the 10 of swords in here. It's not necessarily something that they do want to say out loud, or but it is something that nonetheless is present. The champion in here also says a dimension of sorts where they want to express it, where they would go for the trouble of expressing it. And it's like, yeah, they should know who they are. They should be given that input. And it's probably like, yeah, I know who I am. Like it's not as intense like with one, how it was. And such a reading, oh my god. But it's just like I want to care and I want to protect them. Like I want to care for them. Like that's the energy. What came from the botanist, you have no idea. You're not gonna believe me. It's like I love them. Like that's the message. I love them, and I don't know what to do about it. Like I can do nothing about this. There is this quiet desperation in the background. I'm watching and just taking it all in account. And it's like I'm not gonna qualify, but at least I'm gonna love them from the distance. Like that's the overall energy. It's like also we have these two cards together. It's like, yeah, I'm still gonna love them. It's not like my love is gonna go away, but it's game over for me. It's like very depressive almost. And how you'll recognize these people, they are like very, let's just say, quiet, but suspiciously quiet and desperate as well. You'll find an openness in them that, like, if you're perceptive enough, you'll find an openness that's almost not alien, but it's like, yeah, why is this person behaving so nicely, for no apparent reason? And there will be not like this. It's not going to be the case where it's going to be forced. It's not going to be something that's just like because with the full in reverse, it could be actually in here people who are, let's just say, less attuned, and they will chase you in like a very uncomfortable way, and that's what I saw from the Four of Swords. But however, there are in here people who are just gonna quietly watch and respect your distance, even though you won't even suspect it, but they will actually be quite caring and quite interested in your protection, and wanting to protect you at all costs. And you won't see this, you'll see it only when the time comes and the situation is dire, whatever. I don't want to reach this point, but still, it's like you will see them in action when the situation will prompt them to actually do that. The birds card in reverse makes me feel like they are feeling out of your league, and it's like not even a secret. It's like, you could be even perceived as a sort of a punishment for them, for something that they did, or for some sort of attitude that they extended or had towards like some people from their past. But yeah, what's interesting in here is the fact that these people are not even gonna, let's just say, hide it from themselves or even from you in some cases. It's just like if the situation will call them to do so, they will actually go ahead and say that they are actually very feeling unworthy somehow. Or you'll see from the conversation that the person is holding themselves back or referring to themselves with a much less, like, almost not intensity, but they will lower yourself, they will lower themselves rank wise when it comes to the comparison that they will have to you, and this will feel very off. It will feel very strange for you, and like, why is this person doing that? But um they've accepted it with the cross. It's like, this is just, yeah, this person is sent to me as a karmic lesson or a karma to get me. There is a strong feeling in here of sadness and grief, but it's like it's a settled, like also almost felt, or the person has already processed it, like grief in here coming from the dog in reverse. It's like, I know I don't have the best of qualities, but still, it's such a shame I didn't get to see them more often, or have their experience, like have their experience to have them by my side, something like this. And there are also people in here with hopes, and maybe things will miraculously turn out to be better than I expected. But also, we have in here confessions of sorts with the broom, like, you made me think about myself, you made me introspect, you made me think about what's truly important. You made me understand myself better. And I want to say there is also a very positive opportunity or window of opportunity with the moon in reverse, that people will not linger or they will not stay in that energy for too long, but they will actually use it for their benefit, and kind of think about themselves and how they want to be like you more, and cultivate quality traits that you exude. And there will always be this promise that, if I will become like them, I will really be happy about myself. But let's just be honest, this pile, you ignite a lot of, like, almost jealousy, and yeah, why can't I have someone like them in my life? And that's also the heart in reverse. So it's like, precisely this person I have to love that I cannot have. Like, that's the story in here. With the lilies in here, there is a quiet energy of, like, fascination and admiration for you, that's very gentle, that's very polished, refined, that's like, wanting to carry you around type of thing. It's a very delicate, flowery type of message that came through from the lilies, and it's a generous one. Like, you would be surprised how many people have this very delicate desire to almost like spoil you and treat you in the best ways possible. This is also something that kind of unknowingly will happen in the background, and you're not quite gonna be aware of it as much, but it will be there and it will be quite obvious, or you will find, like, you will even be surprised, pleasantly surprised to find that a lot of people have those, and you will just stumble across this. So you could stumble it across these through this channel, for example, through some sort of side comments or some gossip. But in general, there is just a lot of talk in here. There is just a lot of personal impressions that people have accumulated, and it almost pierced them with the Ten of Swords in reverse. It's like people are no longer fighting, or they understand that if they are to have your experience in general in their life, it would be quite the roller coaster for them, and not because you're necessarily triggering that on purpose, but it's like the feeling of they're forced to reevaluate with the Knight of Wands and here in reverse and Knight of Swords. It's like not even pushing themselves harder in here, though it can be also the story about a few, but it's like maybe we should find a way to be like them more and to make the right decision or to choose the best option just like they do, and they do it so well. It's like just wonderful. It's just a lot, and I feel like there is just a whole blank space in a way. It's as if we have in here this energy of you and them, and it being very much so separate. It's as if you hold like a sort of a circle of influence. Not in vain I was referring to the example of like all the front seats are actually booked, already. So it's like, I'm sorry, like there is no more space. That's how it feels, and you feel unreachable as well. Nonetheless, very alluring and very attractive to them. um this just message, like I'd give anything to be with them or to be like them, or more so about be like them, be, oh my god, be close to you, whatever that means, because it will vary in its intensity and type, but it's like a lot of, you'd find that people are fighting without you even being aware of it as much. Like you, I want to say like the funniest of things, unfortunately it's not quite funny, but still, uh, this is just coming through that you're actually presenting very strong qualities and very, let's just say, respectable ones at that too. But what seems to be the issue in here is that it triggers some other aspects in people that are not quite, let's just say, pleasant. Meaning that people have this, you know, past being brought up, triggered, whatever. It's like just very, well, not even cruel, but it could be also like very harsh feelings. And very harsh battles for you as well. The Five of Wands in reverse, in general, the Five of Wands shows in here some demons fighting, but and this mushroom is like, what the hell am I doing here? But yeah, in general, it does feel like you are like this. You're like, whatever is going on, I'm just trying to bring the best for my people. Like that's the bottom line in here. But generally also with the lilies in here, what I saw is like an outlook on your physical appearance or some sort of style or something about you that's either very delicate and elegant. Delicate, elegant, just a lot of like refined. You know how you just have to aim for the best thing there is, and you can do that, like you can do that appearance wise, and yeah. You'd be surprised how many people are up and ready if they would know that you are either, like, I don't know, single, or if you just shown some like signs of interest towards them. It would be pretty overwhelming what you'd see. Nonetheless, it's just surprising to find there's so many intense, and in general intense information going on in the backgrounds, because it's pretty like let's just say unexpected. Because why? This pile doesn't want this trauma, this pile doesn't want this whole tension, or it's as if this pile lives in a whole parallel universe, okay? Where all you want to do is like just bring the best there is, and you kind of end up with that result, which is kind of like frustrating, or you, like, you being you actually triggers some people, and it's like, yeah, I cannot fix that, I cannot do anything about it, I just have to come to terms with it, okay? Okay, now I'm gonna go to the list in here because it feels like I would want to encompass some or pinpoint some very specific elements. We have in here concrete information from the captain card. It's as if you are the missing piece. It's as if you are the completion. It's as if you are the cherry on top of the cake. And this is also the story where your intervention is absolutely necessary, or it's like when you don't add the necessary aspect or necessary element that would complete the whole like image, it pretty much remains unseen or not fully actualized. So you're like this crown on the king's head, or yeah, something like this energy, coming from the captain. And it's very much well known, it's very popular, it's very like strongly associated with virtue in your case, and it's very deeply cared of with the botanist. It's just, whoa, it's people are super amazed and super grateful for the experience itself, not even talking about the relationship that could be in this case, because it's carrying a lot of, let's just say, energy points that suggest that people are fighting in here for you, and it sparks a lot of intrigue and a lot of pain, unfortunately, on their side. I want to say that also, despite you not having to necessarily concern yourself with that, but there is just this effortless well-being, and jealousy was there also, came through. If they were to be honest, it was also, but anyway, like what I was trying to say, you are genuinely and effortlessly likable. Okay, that's what I can register in here. And this goes on multiple levels. It's as if it goes from the identity, like society type of image. It also flows into as well the botanist side, which is more so emotional, gentle, personal relationship. And in the champion aspect, it talks about some sort of self-realization, or also it could be about achievements, milestones, and project completion. So it seems as if your presence is overall creating a ripple effect, and it's encompassing a lot of aspects in people's lives, and they can selectively see that. But they can also, almost as if they would be overwhelmed by the positivity that they can feel, perceive, see, hear, or even, I don't know, feel from you, because this is the most powerful element that comes to mind when it is the case in here. What I want to reveal to you in this reading is the fact that your impact is powerful. It's both positive and negative, effortlessly positive, but negative more so because you step in as quite as a mirror in here, quite a mirror in this case. Um, people can see attributes in you that they would want, or they would want to actually collect or cherish, or cultivate within themselves. And that's in and of itself the reason why it's this drive for despeраcy. But again, it's just a first phase type of energy, so it's not as if it's permanent. The person can be left in this case, in this state, for on a permanent basis, if they are to just simply ignore the call, ignore the call for something greater, I want to say. Whatever you kept on doing that was freely and effortlessly bringing this light and positive energy, there is a strong indication to do that still, and that people love you, like regardless of how you perceive yourself, how you see things, affairs, whatever is going on. There is just this overwhelming positivity and appreciation for you and gratitude that's overflowing in here, and you can at times not accurately see it because of the various extents in which you will find people in their emotions, okay, in their emotional phases or stages of processing, and in regards as well to how much you mirror or what you mirror in their eyes, because this is the case where it's like, again, the intensity of the presence of yours is just, so for some people it can be perceived as too much, or just intense, just like I want this, but I cannot bear it. I cannot really contain it. Okay, that's the thing. And I want to say there is a huge empowering message in here. I want to just cover it really, just to be sure that I covered it really well, but it's just whoa. Like the empowering in here from this pile is coming strong. It's empowering element. It's as if people look at you and they feel inspired. They look at you and they understand, this is what I can become if I as well do the things that I have to, or the things that are right, something like this. And a lot of just sadness, that they didn't almost like come across you earlier, or that they are not ready. It could be varying in like this, no, like those could be like variants of how it can unfold for the people around you. But in general, you can expect to see this pile being held in a very high regard. And it's something, again, I just adore this energy simply because it comes so effortlessly and so powerfully revealing, in the sense that this pile doesn't even have anything to hide. Like, that's the extent to which you live your philosophy. And also, it's like beyond all of this, I want to just go ahead and say that the champion, the captain, and the botanist, all of these are just manifestations of something that's inside of you as a core. And when I say it, it's like the core is to love, and you express or you filter this expression of love in various forms in which people feel comfortable to be in. So it could be the case that for some that you interact with, you can filter or almost like channel this love through a more professional um, setup or profile. For others, you could literally have a full-blown emotional like landscape with all of this. It feels to me like you cannot, at times you will feel like you will recognize yourself in the reading, like you are not necessarily able to fully shine everything that you have, and it's the limitation of the people in here that are interacting with you and the various standpoints of mentality that they currently hold. Nonetheless, there is just this slight breeze of just like, there is this in spring there is this scent of like blossoming flowers and trees. That's the feeling. It's as if, this is the signal for like spring, like that sort of story. That's how you feel to people. You are like this light, very refreshing, like spring breeze, that a warm one at that as well, and a very, let's just say, whoa, where did that come from? um, and you like impact people in very, very deep ways, I want to say. Now that the fact is, you can empower people, but not immediately. But and we also have in here people with impacts that are not very, like, let's just say, calm or steady. But nonetheless, I want to say the greater majority of people feel really, like, let's just say, profoundly grateful for the experience that they've had or are having with you right now. And that the other, like, it really takes a bad person, really. It takes a bad person to not see or appreciate what you bring to the table. Like, it really takes a ignorant, oblivious, or just a person, I don't know who you have to be to just miss out on pile number 2, but chances are it can happen, actually. So yeah. um do not ever question, there is like a message of, do not ever question the impact that you have on people. It's generally a profoundly positive one, and you never have to doubt it. It's as if I can see people in here being in stages where they felt like it was over, or they felt as if life was meaningless, and I can see this pile reigniting this desire to be passionate, to be active, to be pursuing stuff, okay? To start anew, like that. That's the energy I can feel coming from this reading as well. I could go forever. um if we are to look at the captain card and go deeper, I would say that this is more than just an interaction. It makes me feel like in the guise of an interaction work related, or let's just say like a professional one. Like, I love this word, I actually hate it. It's just like more than that. It's more than work. It's more about I love to have this person around, okay? It's more than like, it's as if it almost like sparks or just ignites in the air. Like, that's what I see. You could come off as like, again, professional and caring and all, and then in the work process itself, you wake up in a dimension of people see that you care much more about them rather than the work itself. And you do work really well, I want to say, but it's like, whoa, that person really cares for me as a human. Like, that's so rare, I just have no words. And it's just this longing for you, okay? That's from the captain. Like, I want to hold this person, I want them to be here for as long as I can hold them, okay? This is just like not wanting to let you go type of card as well. It's just, whoa, it's super powerful. You will generally come across various, let's just say, observer elements in your life or observer roles in your life. You'll just observe a lot of things, and you will be a bit confused about what's going on, because what's coming from you is very pure, but what you can receive can be at times very twisted or distorted. Anyway, I see this value, I see this power, I see this impact, I see this well-being that you bring to the table, and I see that it's not in vain. I see as well, like, I want to like hype you up, like literally this is what I saw and I was like, yeah, perfect. There will be something given to you. It's almost like a effortless gift, I would call it, or it's gonna be like a grace of sorts from the divine, or it's gonna be like something of a crown that you're gonna be given and that you're gonna wear, and it's gonna feel like it will encompass everything that you've been doing. It's as if, the coronation, like that's how it feels for pile number 2. And it will be infused with all those memories and moments in which you helped people, and it will also make people feel like they were profoundly lucky to have met you, and it was a rare honor to encounter someone such as you. It's just, whoa, it's you are actually very valid to feel all of this, like confusion that you could come across when people will misread you, when people will lower your standards in a way, like they will lower their image of you with their standards, because they will misread you, or they will mistake something and they will lower the image, or they will compartmentalize you, and it will be heartbreaking. But all of that, I want to say, it flips. Like, your energy, please don't cry about this, but it's your energy, it's overflowing. All these limitations are just BS. I want to say your energy will overflow and it will flood the whole thing in such a powerful way. It's gonna be embarrassing for that person who mistakenly uh, just misunderstood you. Like, that's the core of it. That's what I can see. And just a lot of compliments, okay? A lot of compliments. The first 3 cards were just, whoa, what's going on? Like, that was the story, that was the feeling I got from this whole reading. Let me check something else. Okay. Also, this is the story about there are opportunities and there are people who use these opportunities. This pile creates opportunities. I have a feeling that you can be recognized universally, or regardless of the place you go at or you work at, whatever. You are gonna be recognized by the proper people, and they will place you in the best possible ways, like in the best possible spots, jobs, responsibilities that will allow you to shine. This is a treasure. type of person. So from the validation standpoint, you have in here some people who are able or capable really to see you deeply. And with the botanist, it's like, yeah, I need to defend that person at all costs. I need to protect them. I need to hold their best interest. I need to be like a cushion of sorts, like a safety blanket for them, or yeah, it's just whoa. Again, there is also a message of whatever brought you to this moment in this type of energy signature, you are highly encouraged to pursue, you are highly encouraged to further bloom, you're highly encouraged to further expand in this feeling of grace and in this feeling of infinite like gratitude in here that's being already felt, and it has its ripple effect on people from your proximity. And by the way, you have no idea how powerfully you, let's just say, positively and negatively trigger people. When I say trigger, it's this is the trigger type of attribute or meaning that I will ascribe to this word in this reading, that will be about triggering an awareness of what's truly important. The person can no longer close their eyes, and if they do, they will most likely open them because they will see that you have this I live it by heart philosophy, and that the results of what you create, what you go for, and what you purposefully aim for is really worth it. I want to say, pile number 2, you're very inspirational. Your influence is not explosive. Let's just say, I did say in the beginning of the reading that it's not as necessarily introverted as pile number 1, but I want to say in here, there is this quiet, like you can be exposed, like this is about exposure, this is about interaction, not being afraid to be interacted with, but this is as well like a very passive I love you, you know. It's the case where I can say, you can say I love you to the people, you don't have to vocalize it, but people can feel it, and they can feel it quietly. Then it starts to show up, it starts to materialize, and it starts to take form in various circumstances. And the love that you have for people is ever growing, and I want to say the love that you will receive, or that you're already kind of receiving, is always and as well as gonna be ever growing, because there is just too much gratitude in here to not be the case for that, you know. It's just whoa. You have in here fantasizing, like people fantasizing about you, and it is the case or a story about you not being able to be with absolutely everyone, and it does mean that it will actually kind of leave a trail of broken hearts. But again, just for you to not really worry about this, I want to say it's a must for some people to go through this experience in order for them to feel or to heal something that was being brought to the surface inevitably, okay, with your participation or not. And beyond your, let's just say, manifestation of character traits and description I have given you, and the obvious virtues that arise out of your core and they express and take form, I want to say it's deeply much more about who you are intrinsically. And who you are intrinsically is someone who's very pure, someone who's very adept at loving, like I would say that, masterfully working their way through the ways in which you can find the best soft spots to love in people, I would say, and that you're pretty good at it, okay. um, Perhaps like what's surprising in this case or unexpected on your end is gonna be about, I never thought I will create such an impact, or I never thought that I do leave such a mark, or I really aimed for it, and I'm super proud that I finally have the result of it in my face, you know, that sort of story. I love that this pile doesn't have any destination, or you don't have to be in this life on a treadmill for success or achievement, because I can feel like these things are already inside of you or are innate. And as well, they're kind of already there in the sense that they've already happened. You know how they say if you really want something, it means you want it because it has already happened in a way. So I would say there is nowhere to go. There is nothing to achieve. There is just to like an exercise to uncover all of this, because there is, I can feel, still some sort of lingering unseen potential, in the sense that you do not truly understand or comprehend or feel the effect that you have on people. And it's like this reading came for specifically that reason, okay? And it's as if it can be at times also too much, and that's the reason why it comes off as, yeah, I didn't see it coming, or I didn't quite understand it. Or it's as if at times you could also misread people or think, this person is actually cold and they have nothing for me. But you will see that as it unfolds, you will have like situation in this with this person that really show more details about how they see and feel and really what they have in for you. And that's something that will be a bit shocking, or it will be like, yeah, I knew this person kind of likes me but not that much, and it will be like more than I expected. Like what I wanted to also focus on this reading is, you do something in this regard, like the good that you do to people, it comes really naturally to you. It's something that really plays well with your character, but you do not necessarily do it because you want something in return, or because necessarily like you'd want to reach a certain plateau or aim for some sort of goal. Like this is not the case. And something about you can actually, by the way, this can be the case that you could be result oriented, and that's completely okay. In which sense, you can aim for being being attuned to the person so much that you want their positive reaction. So that could be qualified as a result, but it's not like, I feel like I want this, and it really depends on the person's happiness. So you don't overstep this boundary, and that feels really wonderful to see in this reading. It's just very pure. But there is something more. Like I saw it in the reading, it's as if something will be given to you. I don't know what this is. I don't know specifically what it aims to say. Perhaps it should be left like this, just in case. But it's as if it will turn out to be better than you actually thought it will. And it's gonna carry a sort of a feeling like, when you really want something and you didn't write it in the wish list, but it still happened, and you're like, yeah, how did you know I really wanted that, And you're not seeing this coming, or you're not aiming for it, or you're not building your life around this wish fulfillment, or you're not building your life around some sort of result. But I can see it like appearing on the horizon, and you will not believe it. And it could even be the case that you will feel like, this is not mine, or what have I done to deserve this, in the, like, again, best possible way. Or it will be like, no, it's not necessary, okay, like I'm happy, like why, like, and not taking it. And it's gonna be like coming like as a crystallization or a materialization of all the good that you've done to the people without you even realizing it. Like this is the funniest of things. It's not like you're counting, or you're let's just say measuring your success or your impact, and I did 3 points of success or impact today, and I will do 5 more because I'm very productive. No, it's very being, like, very expressive, very like, I do this effortlessly because I really like it. The core in here revolves also around the message of never take on the distortions that you will encounter as a sort of description or as a testimony of who you are. So you can encounter situations or people who will inadvertently, let's just say, leave comments or say something or give cruel, harsh, or cold remarks, or deeming you or trying to bring you down. But this is not true. Like, what you'll find is that your reputation will outmaneuver or outgrow this whole perception. You will look back on it, and it could be also about some childhood thing in here, I sensed. So it could have been the case that you were told like you're not enough, or you're not gonna reach the stars, you're not gonna be that good, you're not gonna do anything that's of worth. And you will see all of this being a blatant lie, but a funny one, okay? In the end, you will understand the impact that you aimed for, and that it completely turned out the best, like to be the best, and you didn't quite expect it to be that way, or you didn't quite expect how much you will get, how much impact you'll get out of it. So, to be quite frank with you, it's just whoa, it's just what you will feel or what you will encounter in this life is the result of what you have sown. You will reap it, but it will be very almost like automatic, and it's like, yeah, I just planted this just because I thought it would make me feel good, and it does make me feel good. I feel really grateful for the experience, but it's like, yeah, I never thought I'm gonna see the result of it. I was never actually aiming for it. I was just aiming for the experience of it. I was like, it's the story of, again, a mother and a child, and the mother just raises the child because they love, like, she loves the child, not because she wants something from the child in the future, or because she wants this love to be given back to her, but inevitably it kind of ends up being the case. And what you can expect, or you can see, like, with this metaphor, is like you're gonna be gifted again back your energy, and you are gonna just look at it and say, whoa, I never thought about this, I never even conceptualized of it, but it came, and it's like a wish fulfillment. I feel like this is the case. Whoa, whatever this is, just whoa, it's just super amazing. And I love that in this category, like at the neutralization of negative energies chapter I was scanning for, you don't have as much, because the voices that talk BS about you are just too small, and they are too insignificant, I just want to say as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I believe this is all I wanted to cover pretty much. There is nothing in here to restore. It feels to me like you're already in a very good space, and you could be quite aware of it, and it's a very good self-image, I wanna say, even though you're not even fully yet there when it comes to how much you will yet uncover and how surprising this is all gonna be. So I'm gonna leave this surprise to you. But yeah, pretty much it. Pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. That was such a rich experience. Well, it's just like pile number 1, but in a different like color or way. It's just super amazing. Thank you so much for that. It's a wonderful experience. The last message is as usual: like, comment, subscribe if you wanna like, if you wanna subscribe, comment, whatever. The donation links are in the description and the comment section if you want. If not, that's also completely fine. Make sure to check out the other videos on the channel as well, and I really hope to see you, hear you in the future readings. Take care, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, let's try pile number 3, the pile that always usually destroys every rule I have for the reading or structure. Thankfully, today I had no structure, so you have nothing to mess in here. Nonetheless, such a pleasure to read for pile number 3, because usually, again, it's just a very intense and unique one. By the way, you chose the third pile, the teapot. And we have the spy master, along with knowledge and distrust. Okay, and I've taken some other cards as well. The alchemist, we have the upright, and the brawler. In reverse, the alchemist says balance, invention, destruction. The brawler says lack of empathy and confrontation. This one is gonna be about potential, and they are speechless in here. We have speechless energy. This is coming from the fact that they feel like they cannot read you, and instead that you read them, or you read the situation, and it's like pretty telling. Okay, this is so just what's going on. The spy master in this regard makes me think that you are really mysterious, and that you do come off really like strong in this mystery but unknown. It's like something intense, but something that I cannot understand or see or get. But this is pile number three. Like that's how people describe you. And we have the alchemist. Something about your appearance is almost misleading. It's people can have all kinds of thoughts and assessments and overall like judgments relative to you, and they are very entangled, and a whole lot of them are projections. You are so fluidly playing in here with their perception of you, it's just insane. The confessions in here, secret confessions, are gonna be about the fact that you bounce back, about the fact that you're not what you seem at first, that you really play with their perception and it really messes with their brain. Okay, it's quite uncomfortable, to be quite frank with you. I can see in here amazement, I can see in here depth that is so misread, or they are incapable of reading it properly that it simply just blows away their cover. They feel on edge, like that's the confession that's coming through from people, and they feel excited. They feel like they've never seen something like this before. Actually, I do want to say in here as well, it feels threatening. It feels scary. Scary, like you could also be very perceptive. It comes off as a strong contrast in here because there seems to be this inability to predict and read you. And there is also this like they assume the worst for some reason. I don't know. It's just like with a spy master, it's like they're on guard. They feel guarded. They feel really confused. It's like the message, they can be my greatest wish fulfillment and they can be my biggest mistake. Okay. Very, whoa, like what are they made of? They are just, whoa, so much. Like so much. It's like the alchemist, it's as if you can embody different perspectives or different paradoxes that seemingly don't go well together, but in your case it does go quite well. So you could be quite strong and sensitive. You can be quite intimidating and loving and again emotional. You can be loyal, but you can be also open to anything in here. Like I don't know, it's like just encompassing like being loyal but also being open to not betraying the loyalty but also being loyal to someone else, like that. It's just so almost fluid or very flexible, but it's a refined flexible. So this is not about like, yeah, this person is containing everything all at once or having all qualities good and bad. No, this is just about very particular quality traits that are very much so refined or brought into their highest, most ascended state, actualized state. So that's what I can see as well. Along the confessions, I can say it's just people don't understand what you're made of. They don't understand you. They don't understand what and how you operate, but you come off as really mysterious and very like, whoa, like what should I do with them? I don't know how to behave around them. I don't know what is going on, and I don't know where I stand with them. So you come off as almost like violently or aggressively um I just don't know. It makes me feel or makes me say present or assertive or something like this. With Brawler, it's like one word and it's over. Everything gets sorted out. Like afraid of pile number three. That's what I can see. Um, there is so much in here, like with the Alchemist card itself as well. So much of pretty much everything that there is, or a bit of this, a bit of that, just a lot. Okay, a lot of haphazard, I don't know, qualities, traits, and generally speaking is just like a box of treasure. That's how I can perceive it or see it or really feel into it. But it's like I'm careful whom I let in, and I'm careful and I'm watching you. Like that's the spy master. Like I can pretty much find out anything I want about if I really want to, you know? They confess the fact that you're on their mind, okay? Quite more than they would actually want to. Like, this person is on my mind, I cannot escape them. They're stuck in my mind, like, that's the confession. It's like, whatever. This person, I cannot get rid of them. I either love, hate them, but they're in my mind. I don't know, I haven't figured it out myself. I kind of love them, but I'm a bit afraid of them or scared. Again, this is like I can love them, like that's what someone in here says, but I can also very much so hate them, or they can be my biggest weakness and my biggest win, or my biggest win. It's as if people have this marginally, I feel pulled towards them, and I just don't have anything else like to do or to add in here. It's like I have no possible way to avoid them because I'm just too curious about pile number 3. Like, that's what I can see in here. A lot of alluring, a lot of attractive, but again, it's the most introverted, by the way, pile in here. And not even necessarily like in the bad way, or this and this is like not good or whatever. But the quality of this one is very obsessive. It's the people's minds are occupied with you at times. It's just and in this case there is a particular person that I want to say, like, I want them but I don't want them because I'm scared of what's that, like, look at them like that's the they look at you in this like very almost untouchable light, but they are afraid. Okay, that's what I can see. Confessions along the lines of this, like, I want you to be mine, but I'm afraid of you, like, at the same time. There was some sort of message of like they have the answers, they know everything, they have to know everything, they have to have it figured out, or they are really well, they're not showing everything that they know. Like, that's their confession. It's as if it's a lingering thought or a lingering energy in their mind. They just love your energy. Oh, this is just whoa. I don't know. Whatever it is that you're encountering, and you could be encountering observation as well on your account, but this information, like, where is this coming from? Can I ask? Puppeteer. Okay, that's a very in the shadows type of person. They're observing. They're not acting as much. They're not active, they're not pursuing, they're just watching, and they are seemingly gathering information. But it's like, yeah, the puppeteer has met the spy master who wins. Like, this is the story, and I feel like you are just marginally uninvolved, or you play so well that it's pretty hard to get anything out of. It's almost as if there is not as much validity or use of the person's schemes to actually find out something about you. That is because it's pretty intangible or insignificant, I would say, or I would add in this case. So we have this definitely in here. It's a strong pull towards you and undeniable impression that seems to be permeating the reading. And you give me the impression that you are a bit of everything as well. I did mention that, but it's like intensity, like a bit of intensity here, a lot of intensity here, and a lot of intensity over here. Like, that's how this pile feels like as an energy. And with brawlers, like, we don't know what to expect from them, but we can expect something big. Like, that's what I can say for sure. There is a confession here talking from the. Okay, this is coming from the Alchemist card saying that you are ever changing. The Alchemist and alchemy in general is about transformation. So there is this unexpected, like, whoa, this pile has changed once again. Balance, invention, destruction. It's like there is nothing that's pretty much set in stone when it comes to you, and it's very, let's just say, very hard to read. Like one day you can find them in that kind of energy, and the other you can find them. It's not about inconsistency necessarily, but it's like they cannot necessarily again form a very stable slash predictable image of you. And it's as if they cannot like pinpoint. The confession of here is like, you surprise me every day, you bring something new every day, and I cannot predict you. There is a confession of sorts saying that you are very entertaining, that you are very inventive, that you are very, let's just say, vast and knowledgeable in this case, and that you are like very nice to hang out with. Okay. Interestingly enough, what I was picking up from the Lex, okay, the brawler, it's the fact that there is some sort of fear or initial thought that you are actually intimidating. It's a kind of very like funny as well thing, because it's like, I thought that you're really intimidating from the start. There is also like, it almost like it polishes over time, I can say, because what we have in here, it's the combination of the energy of, yeah, they do come off as intimidating, intense, and ever changing, but this thing gets polished or changed over time, and it gets like, almost, it does make itself predictable in some way. And there is a confession of sorts saying that, it's, anyway, like, you're always surprising us, like, that's the energy. Very highly thought of, I can say, from the mountain in reverse. It's an energy again of, this person has a whole complexity to themselves. There is also this feeling from the Knight of Pentacles that immediately as they saw you, they recognized that you will go far. Or it's like, regardless of whether we are friends or enemies, I know that you are gonna go far. And that it's a pretty undeniable like fact in here as well. There is this energy as well of, I'm rooting for you. I'm counting on you. It comes from the Ace of Pentacles. Like, I believe in you even if I don't show it as much. What's interesting in here is the fact that we also have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's like, it's as if your appearance in their life has made some sort of disruption, or it has inevitably shifted things. I want to say in their perspective, it comes off as not for the better, but it's like, hear me out, pile number three's influence is yet to unravel and unveil a lot of points that are yet unknown. So there is depth, there is a very strong sense of, there is no hiding, okay? That's what I can see. And also, it feels to me like with the Hermit in here, it's like they've been thinking, they've been doing all sorts of stuff in relationship to the observing and to the taking notes. Something like this. It's funny because it can be the case that we are referring to the spy master, but in fact in here we have as well people who are diligently studying you as well. Circling back, they do find you to be very intriguing. With the Eight of Swords, there is a confession that's talking from the dimension of afraid of being rejected and feeling disarmed and almost powerless to you. I don't know why this is coming through particularly, but it's just a feeling that you've got the upper hand for some reason. And that they don't see, like, it's a very distinctive energy for them, and that they don't see stuff like this every day. There is just this pull and this whole magnetism that is being exuded from from pile number 3. And it's also not in its quality, it's not just like very grabby, or it's like it's not speaking about I want your attention and I'm like head over heels for. No, it's like people do fall in love, but they are afraid to show it, or they are almost hesitant to show it because they feel as though you're self-sufficient and that you are like not showing vulnerability. Like you come off as very like guarded, or this person is not like is basically immune to whatever, to me. Like that's how it feels. This person feels untouchable. Like that's the confession in here. And I want to say it's kind of the overly like abundant pentacles suit in here is just whoa. It's kind of funny as well, because it shows that even though we have this very almost like psychic or magnetic pull in here, it's always trailing back to the financial aspect. I want to say it's unexpected how many people are actually watching you, and also it's unexpected how alluring and how secretly you draw attention. Like this is not again extroverted, this is just internal. This is and like I will capture your attention without you even realizing this. Okay, like that's how this pile feels. And it's like everyone is looking closely at your moves, everyone is looking at who are you friends with, like that's the question in here. And it's like a lot of unclear things. Like the confession of swords would be converted as a message of like, I don't understand what to take, like what to think of you. I don't understand how you work. I don't understand who you are and what you have for yourself going. There is just this like unreadability, like coming from this again book card in reverse. It's like you seem unconventional, or something about you just generally doesn't fit with the rest of how the world works and operates. And what's specifically frustrating, or like let's just say confusing, is the fact that we have this like star card twice in reverse. It's like you have no idea how like fascinated some people are by you. But again, it could be that you're either not aware of it, or you're not necessarily looking for this attention, but it's like you just dazzle. I just want to say it in here. It's a lot of like fascination, okay? Fascination and like otherworldly beauty and aura, okay? That's as well the case. Overall, the energy in here comes off as very mysterious, very like enigmatic, and but also this is not the type of mysterious where you're confused and like you don't even understand. It's just a lot of importance in here that's being outlined. And like non-conventional, it's as if they don't understand where you come from, or what's the origin of that power, and why do I feel so powerless or so like disarmed in their presence. There is this also like this person should be into spells or something, because they're too like their pull I feel is just too suspicious, or is just making me feel kind of uncomfortable to such an extent that it's actually making me think like, who is that person really, and what are they doing? Because I've never felt so drawn, or I've never felt so such complicated feelings towards a person after like for some time actually. Like that's how I can see it. And it's generally like very like it's disarming. It's like this is strange, this is confusing, this is exhausting, like how that's how it's being perceived. And also the the pentacles is like saying like, whoa, I am ready to jump in this, like I'm ready to go for it, because they are just nice. Like they cannot quite assess what's going on, or if they are truly a match to you, and if you're ever gonna choose them. But despite that, there is just this feeling of, I'm ready to jump if they are pretty much ready, or if they ask for it. But it's like they can also see and quite tell that you're kind of picky. Like that's the hermit in here. A confession of sorts in that regard would be about the fact that, this one is not picking like close people to them like this. their close circle is not full of like a lot of people, or they carefully choose their alliances. And there is nothing set in stone with you. There is nothing set, there is no like defined boundary with you, and it's leaving a lot of question marks and intrigue in the air. And the confession in here would arise, or would be summarized as, there is nothing that I can really say for sure and be confident that this pile is not gonna change eventually. Because with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it could talk about cycles, and even that element, it seems to be thrown out of their reach to be able to be perceived. So there is no rule. Like in general, like as a person who would read people, for example, I can say there are some predefined ways to catch and to observe a pattern, a series of patterns, and a character, and what this character is capable of and where they're approximately going. But I just want to say with this file, it's like you can wake up one day and completely change everything into your life, and you could call it like some sort of habit, or it's not going to be something that you're like generally going to surprise people with. It's just my style of relating to my world. Like, and I've heard this meme somewhere that this is like how this, there are some people who just live in their own universe, and they um, in this case, it's the most ascended like quality, like most refined, actualized quality of that. It's like you can pick up on this pile the energy of being a bit peculiar or even quirky at times, but it's being played so well, and it's such a polished aspect that it actually comes off as being quite original in the end. And it's something very pleasant to find in the reading, because this is not the pile who's gonna be like open and everyone is gonna like point, to them and say, yeah, this pile is A, B, and C. This pile has got this, that, and the other thing. And it's not about that. It's much more about the anticipation of what this pile is gonna bring to the table. And there is like, I'm not gonna bow to the rules, and the rules are gonna bow to me, something like this. The key in here says that it could be the fact that you're also very lucky, and because of that luck, you could be placed in situations that you would otherwise not be, or that you are being seen and brought to people in such a way that you are given the best opportunities. At least that's the confessions in here. Like, I'm never gonna be as lucky as pile number three. I'm never gonna be as successful as pile number three. Like, that's the core message that seems to be going around in here and circling again. There is this mind your own business type of energy I read from this mountain card in reverse. And generally very enigmatic, very, um, I want to also say loyal. And it's kind of funny because this pile also resonates with my character. But I want to say it's as if we have a whole another like chapter or domain of study when it comes to you, because we have this dog card in here, and you're very light, you're very, I wanted to say also polite. I wanted also to mention in here that with the dog card there is this energy of I'm ready to fight for my people. The confession in here is arising from the standpoint that they want to win your loyalty. People around you want to qualify to be the best option that you can choose. And there is definitely a feeling of, I'm gonna be really, really lucky if pile number three chooses me. So yeah, it's just like I love that they don't follow rules, or I love that they create their own rules and they exist in this space of uncertainty, but that makes them even more attractive. Like that's what I can pick up on, and you love it again, just like one, like just like pile number one, you just love it. I just see it, you enjoying the moment. It makes me feel as well like this hermit in here is like walking in the dark with this lamp, and it's illuminating everything, and it's like, yeah, this is not a catwalk or something, but the person really enjoys being there and lighting the way, and really like being the person who's gonna do that. So there is a bit of pride in here. There is a bit of like, and the confessions again arising because I have to keep this mechanism all the time. just so in case to not stray away from the reading itself. But it's like, yeah, why is this pile so good at showing off, and why does it look so like endearing, and why does it look so nice and so fun to actually look them perform this? There is some almost like something alien to your energy, or let's just say with the house in reverse, not like everyone else, not like everybody else, but it's kind of, it makes me say like it's almost like let's just say poisoned quality. I don't know. It's like I'm not for everyone, and I know this, and I will not. If I will not choose you, then it's the game over for you. Okay, like that's the. It carries this sad, like this pile forgets about me, this pile ignores me type of energy, and people do feel like they are doubting or second guessing, or if they are even on your list of interest. Okay. There is also this energy of I want to be their friends. I want to be, yeah, I want to be a friend of theirs, but I'm not sure if they're gonna allow me, or they seem to be quite busy and they are not gonna allow me in. That is what I saw from the Three of Pentacles in here, and generally like that you've got like something really important going on into your life, and that you're very secretive about it, and in general that you are really secretive, I wanted to say. Like this pile feels like you are being seen as someone who holds a lot of secrets and a lot of sides to themselves that they will not reveal to anyone ever. And it's a feeling of, I'm also kind of afraid to ask. So yeah, there is a feeling that as well that came through from this cross card in reverse. It's like arbitrarily or universally, let's just say objectively, okay, three words in a row. Awesome. Um, it's like this pile doesn't necessarily distinguish, like that's a comment in here, it doesn't have to be quite relevant, but still like doesn't distinguish between light and dark. There is universality, or like this pile would be more like gray, and understanding and unifying the extremes or polarities. But it's like I believe in them, like that's what I can hear, or I can sense in this case. There is just this feeling of this pile disarms me. There's this feeling of I feel just shocked in their presence, and I feel like I'm watching a whole performance, in not in the bad way. It's a performance of sorts where you don't even like participate, or like as I see at times people surviving. No, this is a performance in the sense that you really enjoy the moment. And the confession that would arise out of this is the fact that people just like are really hypnotized in this case with your whole performance act that you do in the present moment. Like that's how I can feel it, that's how I can see it, that's how it comes off. It's just, whoa, this spiral is a whole like act, is a whole like um scenery to watch, okay, to observe. There is this also lingering feeling of they are here, they are there. Seems like almost the downfalls from your life are not that significant. It's as if you come back, you bounce back, you cannot be brought to your knees. That's what came through as well. Uh, Particularly why this is curious, it's because um, there is a pre-established idea of right and wrong and successful, unsuccessful, productive and not productive. This pile doesn't apply to this rule, doesn't adhere to this rule. It's a general feeling of how this pile works, how this pile operates, and what is the logic of their function. It's pretty much, I don't know, like I'm not sure. But what seems to be the case is that you are like the lead in here. So you are like, I don't know what they're doing, but they seem to be winning. And even though the official like the official narrative could be quite explosive, or they're it could be about a career ascension, it could be about the logic in which you step into your life, but everything seems to be constructing itself in such a peculiar way, but in your favor, that it's seemingly even like suspicious, and it's like, why is this pile so lucky? The confession in here can arise in the sense that it can go in the direction of this pile is God chosen or successful and lucky and favorite, like the God's favorite, something like this came through. The star in reverse, and it's also like you cannot be easily impressed. You cannot be easily impressed, or you cannot be, let's just say, bargained with in the idea of let's shut their mouth in a way like that would be like as a compromise, like let's find the common ground. This pile takes what they want and they don't compromise that much at all. I want to say, like, for real, like that's I said what I had to, like this is my final word, this is my final take. It's not gonna be um it's not gonna be questioned further, it's not gonna be something that I will further debate. Like, this is my word, this is my take on it, and you better accept it. If you don't, then I don't care. That's pile number 3. Welcome. That's how it feels. Okay, I hope you're proud of yourself because you have some very, let's just say, stubborn but quite identity defined energies in here. And you sure as F like to be the one to feel empowered and to make it look like this. Of course, you must have doubt moments, and it could be at times that the uncertainty in your life can catch you by surprise. But you do believe in also this notion that you bounce back and that everything comes in your favor eventually. But generally, like, I want to say immensely blessed, and further there will be many more things and occasions in which you will be placed in the right conditions, given the best conditions and given the proper resources, because this is not something that will like ascend or rise into intensity and all of the sudden drop. But I can see in here a sort of crystallization or defining energy, I can call it, where it simply suddenly or it settles, and it settles in its most profoundly ascended, again, actualized form. And I can see it in the pentacle suit, and a lot of like word of mouth, and in general a lot of gossip, if you're interested in that, because my people are always interested in the gossip, and I really understand it because I'm just as addicted, like you'd find. You have to, no, I'm not gonna show you the watch later because this is gonna be profoundly embarrassing, and no, just no. Okay. Funny, but true nonetheless. We have this mountain card, so it's like this. I saw this curtain fall, and like we don't know what's gonna be next. We don't know what's gonna be the next stage or next performance or next act chapter in their life. They always seem to be catching our us by surprise, and they are never tired of bringing something new. Okay, that's the overall energy. Um, what I can say as well is that you puzzle people a lot and you confuse them a lot, because I can pick up on a lot of misconception, and the confession in here rises in the form of I don't know how to read you. Like, I'm tired of this. I cannot read you. Like, pile number 3 would be like, yeah, try better or whatever. Maybe next time try facing me instead, and it will be much easier. Like, that's what I can see in here. Okay, don't judge me, don't click away, I'm very desperate. But it's oh my god, I'm getting carried away once again. Just like with 1, you do have this spontaneous energy just like 1, or maybe I wasn't in the mood for pile number 2, please don't blame me, but it's like the kind of, I was more intellectual. Okay, I can just explain it to you that I was more intellectual in pile number 2, but with 1 it's a chaos. Just don't go there, don't listen to pile number 1. It's quite I don't have time, so I still have to upload it, but it's very, don't watch pile number 1. It's quite something that I don't want to listen to. I'm not gonna go there. Um, and don't come in the comments saying that you are going to listen to pile number one, because this is gonna be very embarrassing to read. And I'm gonna be read. Yeah, whatever. What am I even talking about? I should be reading. Uh, there is this core understanding or awareness that you're gonna go far. This is coming not only from the Knight of Pentacles, but the Ten of Pentacles. And why? Because there are signs. The confessions in here also stem from the idea of this person has everything in them to be lucky enough to be abundant, and in many ways in the future. It's like the thing that can be like felt in your presence, or something that's very like small as a detail, but it's really telling. It could be an expensive taste in this case. It could be a character trait that really speaks about something that's gonna unfold, or it speaks about your energy, that it calls out for something more. But I wanna say, how can it be that this pile is actually feeling like this spy master, but also intimidating? So it's almost like a very passive stance, in the same way I saw it from the pile number one, but that one was also intense. Okay, never mind. Not gonna hit this is gonna be a pain in a place, but um, how can it be that we have this passivity but this threatening energy from the brawler? It's like I'm gonna destroy you, you know? And literally you don't have to be like, you just could be like uh, not having enough hours of sleep or something like this. Doesn't have to be personal, but at the same time, like, dare challenge me and I will crush you, like that's pile number three. Somebody please call the police, because this is just very intense and intimidating even to me. I'm sorry. And this, I said that it was about sharing a resemblance to pile number three. Am I that scary? Am I a scarecrow? Like, should I rethink my choices of piles? No, this is bad. No, this is bad. No, it's good, but okay. You just love attention, but you just don't like to be let's just say caught in the act of generating that attention. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like this pile is like wearing something that just, whoa, like outlines some character trait or outlines some elegant aspect. Like, you look good, okay, you look good. That the Knight of Pentacles looks expensive, and with the Hermit it's like just the right amount of um proper like accent, or let's just say style, or something about your outfits, or your way in which you present yourself speaks about, whoa, this person is out of our league. And you like to challenge, almost like scare, or let's just say with this house and star, you like to keep people like in some, or to drive people in some sort of very desperate places, but you don't want their like their downfall. I don't see that. I just see that you have a very like no questionable, like unique, let's just say unique way of making friends. Y'all, I can't believe I'm like reading for myself. Am I a terrible person right now? I hope I'm not. And with the King of... And here it goes, like one thing after the other. I should perhaps find the fragment in which I said that this is about me and really cut it out, because it's gonna be like a exposing, yeah, like exposing Blue Gem Tarot, whatever. No, it's not gonna be like this, because I'm gonna... No, I did... I'm lazy, okay? I'm not gonna edit this. It's not gonna happen. Like, whatever. Who cares? I will not even have the time to watch the conspiracies, and it's not gonna happen. I don't even watch them. I don't even have time to do whatever. Um, you like to people, you like to keep people on edge. That I saw from the Eight of Swords. It's like, let me play with you. Let me keep you on this edge. Let me like really, really play with you. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be the story of this pile really loving the people, but actually playing mischievous and stuff. Like pile number three, you're begging for people to actually kick you out. Like really, how this feels heavy that it's actually a reading I picked. I won't even go there, but it's the sad truth. I will have to really come to terms with it and do a correction in my behavior. Correction, oh my god, maybe correction or correct my behavior, but it's like very like the people, oh my god, poor people who love you, like this is gonna be such a pain in the, it's gonna be like, does this pile love me or do they hate me, do they despise me, do they whatever, like what is going on? And you could be like, yeah, let me think, I don't know, maybe I do love you and I hate you at the same time, so it's not gonna be that easy, and the person is like gonna go crazy and so dramatic, I literally can't. But it's just, whoa. Pile number three. You're very pleased with the result, I wanna say. You're very pleased with who you are. You're very pleased with what I'm saying in here, at least bits of it. And I hope you don't throw tomatoes and eggs at me for that. But don't mind me, I'm just enjoying the reading. Perhaps too much. You don't have to watch what I did in pile number one because that was like, mm, no. No, this doesn't have to be the, doesn't have to repeat. What I wanted to say, this pile feels like they are in charge of choosing people and not vice versa. Like if I chose you, it's your honor. You are born with it. You are born with a star on your forehead, something like this. So it's like, yeah, you are lucky. You're lucky that I even um chose you, and it's very like, I want to say this is just enraging. I'm generally just gonna call you out on this. From the distance, from the standpoint of the from the societal, like let's just say warm light interaction, false interactions that I absolutely despise and I will not understand and I will read everything. um it feels to me like people would immediately ascribe a coldness, and this person is not okay, this person is not good. But actually, what you'd find is that this person is actually quite nice and is having a character that they should be enjoying and living, and that this character of yours is not aimed at destroying people. It's just a very, let's just say, again, intense way of making friends. I cannot believe I'm saying that. And it's okay, should I say something or not? It's just like a very intense way to make friends. It's coming off as very you make either friends for life and they respect and love you, or you make enemies. Like that's the story of pile number three. And yeah, it's a pretty roller coaster in here, like a pretty nice and intense roller coaster. And thus we had as well the Wheel of Fortune. It's like some people in your life, like their confessions would be like, I want to get off this relationship, I want to end this relationship, I'm tired of this, I cannot stand this, mm, I am actually, this is too much for me. And the moment they get off the roller coaster, they want more, and they come back and it's like, yeah, are you no, it's understandable. It's very understandable actually. And by the way, um, what do you think? What do you think is gonna be the case? Let's just do a poll in here, and I'm gonna like test you for the in the comment section. What do you think? Do people love you and or hate you? Why did I wanna say and? It could be the third. Okay, it could be the third option in here. So, what's your take? Do they love or hate you, or both? The truth is, if you are done picking your option, I don't know, I was picking up this particular energy of, yeah, pile number three doesn't like me at all. Pile number three doesn't have any feelings for me, and you could be all literally there, like melting in feelings and stuff, and not even wanting to admit it to yourself. Some of you, of course, because I'm gonna have people like barking at me in the comment section saying that this is not true. You know, the usual stuff. Just kidding, I love you all. Speaking about barking, I can say that the dog card speaks about, again, I keep coming back to this aspect of fierce loyalty, and that you are capable of giving such mixed signals at times that people cannot understand whether you truly hate them or love them or both, again. And it's not like you purposefully do that, it's just it flows in your veins. That's just irreversible. No psychologist is gonna be able to change that beautiful mix of things. Just kidding. Once again, joke number two. But there is this loving side to you. There is, and you won't believe it. Like, I can see that in myself too. I found that I am capable at times of many things when it comes to the people that I like. And not gonna go there today. Thank you. Oversharing is not something that I'm gonna do or practice. It's not a hobby and it's not gonna be entertained right now. But whoever in here is being chosen by you, it's their like their day, their life is made. It's as if the package of your relationships comes with all-inclusive type of package. So it's like, do you want to be loved to death? Yes, you'll have that from pile number three. Do you want headaches every day and with certain pauses throughout the day? Yes, you will have that. If you want to feel like, if you want to like really melt and cherish the connection and feel like this is one in a lifetime opportunity, yes, go for pile number three, because they will happily deliver that experience before they go and pretty much deliver you to hell and through heaven afterwards. Yeah. You know how they said it in a series like no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm sorry. I keep on playing like this, but then I remember that I'm doing a reading. And by the way, when you walk into the room, it's like, who is that person? Like, that's the how do I approach them? Like, you just like scare people in the best possible way, and it's the funniest of things in here as well, because once people get to know you, they absolutely love you, and you're basically the example where they could have conversations and they would say something like this. When I initially met you, I thought that you are very like unapproachable and generally very judgmental towards me, and you could be laughing there like chuckling or like whatever, and it's like it couldn't have been further from the truth. And this pile, you should be like literally like just joking here, but you should be ashamed because um you make people go places that are it wanted to say forbidden. Okay, it can be, but I just see a vivid image of you like loving a person, liking them really much, like, and this is not like a crush, this is like, it could be a crush, by the way, but it's like very much like I appreciate this person. And what you'd expect, like you'd think that, because of like based on the fact that this person likes someone, you'd expect them to be treated nicely. No, this pile is actually some other thing, um some completely other like person in that regard. Like you could be either playing almost like with this person with a push and pull, like you could be, and I'm not saying like it's in a malicious way, like don't, after all, like it's a pile I picked, so don't even dare think that I would read something bad for myself. But it's like you can do stuff like that because you know you love them. So it's like you're gonna give them the headache because you know that you love them. Okay, so the confessions also from that side are gonna be about pile number three. I love them, but they drive me crazy. that's that's the energy I can pick up on. And also it's like you can create such a roller coaster, but somehow like at the planning point where you're like thinking, well, I'm gonna let this person go through hell and back, in the best way also possible. But it's kind of, this is going in a direction I do not feel comfortable with. Thank you so much. And what I want to also add in here is the fact that you ensure that the person is gonna be immediately, like, almost like treated afterwards, in the sense that, you don't let the person go like really low, or you don't let the person go in such like a way that, they are like broken. No, it's a teasing game. Come on, like, don't you get it? Like, it's so pile number three, like, and you messed up my whole structure of the reading. I hope you feel proud of yourself, because I'm looking at these cards and they feel so haphazardly disconnected that it just makes me feel like this is exactly about me, because from the day I was born, mm, maybe I felt like I was very chaotic and a true spy master of sorts. Like, I've had this from the very beginning. Just kidding, I don't know anything. I don't remember even, but it's like, yeah, pile number three, I want them to be by my side. Like, that's how people would, like, what they would confess or they would say. And I even want to say, you haven't heard some people who would deliberately like pick on you, or even try to dismiss you, or even try to ignore and almost like give you the side eye, because they believe that they are worthless, or they believe like they are not enough for you, or that you're not gonna choose them, and therefore they would want to play the villain, and therefore like get in your way in some sort of shape, way, or form. So this is gonna be annoying. You're gonna sort things out, but what you will expect, or what you'll encounter at some point, is that some people that you thought hated you actually were having this admiration for you. And oh my god, this is disgusting. Why this is my pile as well. Like, this is gonna be about me too. I hate my enemies. Like, whoa, I don't want this status to change. I crave intensity every day, so why this should be my reading? I will reconsider, you know what? I'll just pick whatever I want and leave the rest as if it doesn't resonate at all. Like, at all, is gonna be the case. You have people as well wondering if you have some sort of spot for them, soft spot for them, but they are waiting on a sort of cue or sign, or like some sort of sign from your end, but it seems like it never comes, or you just have such a, I don't know, it makes me feel like you can have people that you generally really really like, but you could play like the cool person and not show anything, and the person could be like, yeah, they just ignore and hate me, and whatever else. I don't know if it's worth waiting, because I feel like they already rejected me, and this pile could be like, literally, I have no idea who that is. But yeah, it sums it up. It makes sense. You haven't hear a person really scared. I don't know who that is. They feel cornered by your energy, and they feel as though you have the keys, or you have all the opportunities there for your successful launch or something like this. But it's actually not. I don't see it like, I don't see this pile doing that. Like, this is funny, because a very core deep truth that's relevant to pile number three is the fact that you're actually deeply attuned and innocent. And when you mischievously, let's just say, play, or have such unique ways to relate to people, it's usually a play, or it's usually something of a calculated risk or a calculated game that you can employ. And it's not about like you asserting dominance, or at least not in a deliberate way, because I can see this by just living there, minding their own business, observing everything that's going on around them, and but you have some very intense reactions, and it's marginally making people feel really uncomfortable, and it's like you're subject to a lot of projections and a lot of misinterpretations that you would be surprised. Like, you would be surprised what information you'd find that people, in what ways they see you. And I want to just so you know what I'm talking about. It's as if I will try to to reverse the cards in my imagination and talk what's the energy there. So the spy master in reverse. There is someone in here thinking that you are really negative and that you're watching everything so that you can find their weak spots and exploit them. There is someone in here with the alchemist saying that you're gonna overthrow them and that you're gonna get rid of them in the end. There is this like idea or mentality that you're in for the money and for self-realization, that you're cold, you're heartless, like this type of stuff. And this is not even like this person or these people don't know you, but they are doing that sort of projection thing. I just want to say that you are really delicate. You are very, let's just say, very like soft, squishy inside. It's very, you will run into issues where people will unfortunately not understand you right off the bat, and they will misinterpret your behavior for malicious or bad intent, where it could literally cannot be like farther further from like the truth. This pile dearly has their people's best wishes and best interest at heart. I'm not just saying that because I chose this pile. No. Okay. And also, there's this feeling of I'm wanting, I want to fight for people. Yeah, I play with people a lot actually. Like, that's the confession here, like coming from your side to you. It can be the case, but I actually do love them to death, and I'm ready to like I'm ready to defend them. So this is not the energy of someone who is like described or who's like embodying the aspects of the negative things I was talking about. So I don't know what literally this is. What was wrong with these people? I don't know. In the guiding sense, I can feel like you have some sort of name to you, or some sort of like how designers insert their name in the logo or something like this. It's a sort of your signature energy that you should develop and activate further into your life. And definitely be yourself and love yourself to death, because this is such an endearing pile as well. Like, you don't know how beautiful that energy is as well, and deeply you are how deeply you are cherished, and how precious you are to the people that really love you and really understand and feel you and have this intimate level of, I know they are a good person. They're just playing with people, and they are very mischievous. You cannot. There are mischievous, like kids, animals, whatever, and they are not doing that out of, malicious intent or something. But even like on top of all of this, I can say with certainty that you make sure even to come back and love the person even more after some sort of like a game of yours. And if anything, that should be even more telling about what kind of person you are, and that you just are intense and like to play in that sort of style. And it's definitely something that I can say I can do, though I'm not sure. For example, it's as if I have it as a blueprint, but for now I haven't had like, I've met a lot of people who are also sensitive and soft, and I don't want them to feel threatened, or I don't want, like, already I can feel like what's going on. And only if the person is really close to me, or really I get to know them really well, I have this luxury of playing with them. And it's like literally I could throw people in such places and spaces, like poor people. Yeah. That's just me and pile number 3. This is also an information that everything I outlined is not about also misconception, or the things that I said about you that are coming from this power core or power dynamic I was explaining could very much be the case. Like, you could be oriented towards knowing the people and reading them really well, and you could be interested in finances in the long term, or you could be interested in power as well. But I don't see these qualities as being directed negatively. So yeah. What's apparent about you is the fact that you are powerful, that you hold a lot of power, that you are very kind, and I want to say it makes me feel like you are channeling the best qualities of such domain or such like category so as to help people or so as to use them for their best interests, best of interests, or it can also be the case that you are aiming for the best for them even without them truly realizing it. For example, you could be triggering people unknowingly, and even at times some of you could be triggering them on purpose just so they can become aware. I've seen that happen with another fellow Scorpion. That's Scorpio. How the Romanian language seeps through my whole act of talking. Just so funny. But anyway, and I remember she was doing that, and it was very much like, yeah, I don't understand. Do you really pick up on, do you want to pick up on a fight with me, or you're just trying to make me feel triggered so I can be aware, but I'm literally close to a breakdown. So that's exactly how people at times can feel in your presence, or they can define your energy. So it's like, I want to say there is some people or some person individually in here that this will apply. There is someone who has got such a triggered aspect of how they saw you or how they felt in your presence that they believe that you are like enemies. And what they will soon find is that this person will be very much so surprised and actually will dearly appreciate and love you for the fact that they were up and ready to wage war against you in a way, but they ended up actually really liking you in the long run. So this is like from enemies to friends, and you are really a good person if people have enough patience and time and the circumstances are right for them to understand you pretty well. So that's so funny. It's just the truth of pile number three is that they are a simple like person. In what sense? There is nothing like, I say simplicity is genius, and there is nothing like roundabout. Like, it's very straightforward. Pile number three loves the people that they interact with, and their love and their kindness is being filtered through various means of expression, and people in are also in various places of perception and acceptance or receptivity to that energy, and at times it can be really difficult for them to understand or pick up on the actual love. But what I want to say, the sad truth in here is going to be about the fact that it takes some time for people to truly decipher and understand what's going on so as to really count you in or to really love you um, rightfully so. Like, it's as if you could be playing with people, for example, and at some point they could be literally thinking that it wasn't a play and it was personal, and they could be aiming or throwing something at you that was actually intended with some sort of negativity, or yeah, and it could be like annoying for pile number three. It could be like it could be like a annoyance of sorts, but yeah, it's generally um something that this pile can encounter, and quite often. So that was your reading, pile number three. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, what you heard. Don't mind me choosing pile number three as well. I feel very proud I did choose this one. Definitely will not do that again. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment below if you want. If you don't want, that's okay. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure to check out the old videos as well. And if you want to support my channel, you can go ahead and do that with the with donations. You can check the link in the description for donations, or the comment section if you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you. I don't know, maybe I'll see you as well. I hope to hear from you in the future readings. Take care.